still getting hate.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories.
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vagina. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure, and double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I
Yeah, I
still
did a
getting
pre-stream,
hate?
and right as soon as I got the link from you, I linked to your channel. So I'm hoping I have some people overexcited to watch. Hi guys, if you're here from my Twitch channel, say hi.
Expose.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't share anything.
Expose. 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 Expose.
Sammy is shirtless. Are you guys impressed? My dog is shirtless as hell.
Dude, mine's
Here's what-
coming off. For sure.
My shirt is definitely coming off tonight, but here's what you have to do. And I told this to Rich, okay? I love Rich. He's a good dude. I want to see this motherfucker get lit up tonight. I want to see super chats pouring out of your pockets. I want you guys to buy him a Tesla. That's what I want. Tonight, okay? All
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
I hear you.
That's all that matters. Yeah, we don't. No one has to hear. This is my stream now.
Right.
So, Boogie, we gonna take your shirt off?
Oh, you gotta. Hey, I have a question. I have a friend. I have a friend who asked me to ask you this question.
Yes.
It's really rude. Are you sure? Because it's
Dude,
rude.
yeah. I'm
but
cool
he's
with it.
watching right now.
He's cool. I'm cool with it. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Can we be? Camelot, can we be friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That was the question. That was the question.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
All right, let's hang out, dude.
Damn, Rich, you just ruined it. You just gonna slide your face off the screen.
I know how to keep him entertained. Here's one titty. Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
my
That's
God.
what you're in store for
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
These downward facing nipples.
Dude, I'll be in my bunk. I gotta take a few minutes, for that.
I have an opinion, Camelot. I'm just curious what you think about this, okay?
Sure.
So you remember
Now do you
Twitch?
goddamn hear me? Do you hear me now?
God damn it.
Do you hear me now?
He's just screaming,
Yeah.
help! Someone, please.
Motherfucker. Camel. Okay, so you remember when Twitch got in a lot of trouble for female presenting nipples, nipples, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Fuck it. Let's just free the nipples. Can we just be topless on Twitch, men and women? Fuck it. What do you think about that?
Dude, I'm all for that in every situation. Actually, I think it should be
Yeah.
illegal for women and men to even wear
Right.
tops entirely.
Because I fucking love titties. I want to see more titties. I don't.
I don't understand that. I just talked about that in a video, man. I don't get what the fucking big deal is about like from here up. Look, man, I don't want to see schlongs. I don't want to
Speak for yourself, baby.
I don't want to see I don't even I don't.
You better
wanna
not
see,
watch Suicide Squad. There's a dude hanging.
I don't want to see.
fucking
I
brain
don't,
in that.
No. I don't want to see. I don't want to.
I'm going to see it right
I don't
now,
even
dude.
want to see roast beef in a live stream. Like I'm talking. I'm equal
What?
opportunity with in a live
Whoa,
stream.
dude.
in
That's a slur, Rich. You can't say roast beef out loud, dude.
Yeah, I think you can. You
Roast
can refer to a woman's
Wait,
crotch
hold
as
on.
an Arby's
Are we
sandwich,
getting
right?
are we getting to the point that roast beef curtains is now offensive? I already got canceled for saying
It's offensive because it's so damn beautiful. Dude, I'm all about it, dude.
but here on up, I think whether you got hairy man titties or you got female titties, just who cares?
Female
right.
titties.
And I'm telling, I will not watch. I don't watch like bikini streamers on Twitch because it's not interesting to me. But I would watch topless streamers. I would.
Oh,
If Pokemon broke them out one night, I'd be like, dude, I'm watching that. Shit.
yeah, dude. I'd have OBS screen record all day.
Because I'm not going to your OnlyFans. Like, I know I'm a simp motherfucker, but I will not. I have had one OnlyFans subscription. I won't say to who it is because I wanted to get harassed about it, but I was just severely disappointed. I don't understand the draw.
Bro, I'm sorry I don't post that often on there, Boogie.
God damn it.
I don't like my look, and I have no issue with a woman doing them. I don't understand why people make such a big fucking deal about it. Yeah, I personally wouldn't. I've been tempted a couple times, but never did it to sign up to anybody.
Right.
But I don't knock anyone's hustle for it. Like, who the hell cares?
Oh
like,
yeah, dude, for sure.
It's like
Dude,
this,
here's what bothers me. All these like dudes I've met through like gaming and like Magic the Gathering and stuff. They're like, dude, loose women are gross. I don't like loose women. Dude, if it wasn't for loose women, I would have never gotten fucking laid. I love loose women. And here's the thing about loose women: they might fuck you if you show them a little bit of respect, motherfucker. They're loose women. Go be nice to them for fuck's sakes. It's the only way a fat fuck like me is ever getting laid. Like they have to be like, I don't know, I fuck almost anybody. Almost anybody or anybody? Well, I guess I'm gonna go with anybody if Boogie's in the room. So, I mean, loose women are great, dude. And because here's the thing: we're all loose guys. Every guy is easy. I will literally have. I don't care what she looks like.
It's true.
As long as she's of age and willing to let me, we're gonna fuck around. I'm telling you.
it's
Boogie Jesus, no.
It's
no,
like,
look.
like you could be here's the thing: you could be a good-looking dude going to the bar, and you'll still have a tough. It still won't be easy. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get laid. You could look like Brad Pitt in his fucking prime, but if you could be an unattractive woman and go into that same bar, and you'll have like 30 erect cocks around you that you could have like a buffet. It's just how it is.
Just looking at you in the face.
It's just like it's just like the poor woman's just trying to have a sip, and it's just go look around her. It's a bunch of fucking flagpoles. But it's true though. Like if
I'm jealous of that. Like there's something that look. Like, I'm a guy, but sometimes I would like 40 penises around me, and I'm not saying I'd touch them or anything with my mouth, but
I just would do it.
I want to feel like a king or a queen. I just want him to be. I want the option. Damn it.
I mean,
buffet.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've only ever been to the one orgy, and I was the mattress in it, so I didn't get to do much. But
wait, are you serious?
I was fat enough to just lay there and let everybody have sex on top of me. That's what they hired me for. It's like the sushi girls in the restaurant where they put sushi on them.
Dude.
I was just the floor mat to catch all the drippings,
Oh my god!
Oh my! Oh no! No! The
oh,
drippings.
dude, man, no, dude. The only time I've been in that situation, it got real weird real fast, and I was just like, I'm gonna just finish and go hide in the bathroom. That's what I did. I was just in the bathroom.
I've actually never been to an orgy, but I have done 2-girl thing one time. I probably paid for it if I'm being honest. And then I did do the 2-guy thing for a girl. And that is, by the way, if you're ever in that situation, there's one rule. It comes from Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams. Okay? Just, you do not want to get...
Dude, like, no jokes aside, I was doing that one time, and the dude was like one of those guys that likes to like slap, cheeks. And my hand was like there, so he slapped my hand, and it was like everything stopped for a moment. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be there.
Yeah, I've never, I could have, but I just was like, nah, I'm good. I couldn't literally and metaphorically fuck with like a threesome. I just don't want to see, like, especially if it's like a guy I don't want to see you getting off. It's weird. Yeah. Like, I don't want to see you, and then you may bust a nut on me. I don't want that either. Like,
dude, like, you've never seen me from the waist down now. So that counts, right?
Like, I don't, like, with my luck, man, I'll get a load in the face by accident, and then I'll be, and then I'll.
Oh, you could be so lucky to catch my load, Rich. You'd be so lucky. Mostly because I don't have any distance. I'm an old man with no testosterone, honestly. But
I got distance, bro. I got distance.
Oh,
man.
you're a rope shooter.
Yeah, well, it's like a snub nose pistol. It's so, it's like small, so it just there's no slowdown. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, did you ever? You may have heard it because you're in my streams from time to time, Camelot. But did you guys ever hear the story of how I almost blew a load in my own mouth?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I was like 18, and this girl came over, and I had to go to work. We didn't get to finish, so I had crazy blue balls. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna rub one out real quick before I'm like, I maybe even be late, but I have to, or else I'm gonna be walking like I have a peg leg. So I'm sitting there, and I finish off, and it was like a slow motion. Like, because I had blue balls, it went like 30 feet, and literally it was like this, and landed right here below, right on I blew a load on my own chin.
Oh, it's awful.
I've done that.
That's awful.
Yeah, dude. Just one time I was watching my favorite. You ever seen Party Hardcore? Fantastic. You should check it out. No, but I was doing that, and it was just like one of those times, one of those once in a 6-year periods, and it was just like it just sprayed like up my body like a line, and I laughed hysterically. I didn't even care, dude.
Do you want to hear? Okay, I have a disgusting cum story, but it's not about getting it in my own face.
Okay.
When I was like 34, I got that lymphedema infection that nearly kills me every 4 or 5 years. And I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. And here's the thing. Even if you want to jerk off in a hospital, which I don't know why you would, there's somebody coming in and out of your room constantly.
All the time.
Right?
Yeah.
So like you can't. And I didn't feel like it. So I got home, and the girl that took me to the hospital, who cheated on me when I was in the hospital, but we were trying to make amends, she's like, we're like laying in bed. She's like getting me positioned, right? And she's like, I still got recovery left. She's like, hey, I know how to make you feel better. And so she just uses her hand, and what came out of me was like fucking paste.
I don't know if it was
like 2 weeks of backups. I don't know if it was the antibiotics they've been pumping into me.
Oh no!
But it was fucking disgusting. And it's
glue.
like all over her hand, and like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know that I was going to have a fucking milky chalk jizz.
It's like when you don't change your oil for like 8 years.
Oh no. Yo, I'm like picturing like Colgate toothpaste coming out of your cock right now.
That's exactly it.
Oh
my God.
You just nailed it. That's exactly it.
So was it just like was it like baby gravy dents? Like there was like 10 million babies instead of 1 million babies?
I guess so, man. I don't know. I genuinely, I think what it was is I think the antibiotics like did something super fucking weird to it. And maybe I was dehydrated. I don't know, man. I'm not a cum expert, unfortunately.
I'm like picturing like fucking Activia yogurt coming out of you right now. Oh,
she did brush her teeth with it afterwards, and she said she had a really great bowel movement for the next 2 weeks. So it must have been good for her gut health.
Where's the end call button?
Oh my God. So yeah, we're gonna get into Steve because I know some people got questions here. So let's go to Rednecks and a Yorker. Yeah, I'm the Italian guy from New York. It is really a tragedy that this stream doesn't come with smell-o-vision. Yes, especially because I got 10,000 steps in today and just put up a TV before this, so I'm sure that I'm sure that my armpits smell like vinegar right now.
Oh, nice.
Super chats. What's up?
Have you heard this shit that's going on with celebrities right now? I know you want to get to super chats, but I want to give you a topic to talk about. Celebrities talking about never showering. Have you heard about this shit?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's on the Philip DeFranco show today if you want to verify, but I've seen it on Twitter for a couple of days. But it was like Mila Kunis and a bunch of other celebrities are like, oh, yeah, I only wash every 2 or 3 days. And then I normally just wash like my vagina and my butthole and my armpits and my tits. And I'm like, holy fuck, Hollywood stinks. Like,
yeah, what is that about?
Right, like, and that might work for Jake Gyllenhaal. He's one of the people, Gyllenhaal, whatever his name is. I might work for him, but Rich, that shit does not work for us.
No, it doesn't matter. Listen, let me tell you something. It doesn't it doesn't matter if you're in shape or not. It doesn't matter what parts you have, male or female. You could be a Greek Adonis. Speaking of which, here comes nipples. Taint, whether you're skinny, whether you're fat, especially in hot weather, if you go out for a walk or something, your area down there is going to smell like shit.
Oh, God.
You always like, come on, man. We've all fingered, and she could come right out of the shower, and once in a while, there's still that funk there. So don't tell me. Mila Kunis is a gorgeous woman, but if she goes for a couple days without showering and she went on some walks and stuff like that, her hole is going to smell like Fulton Fish Market. Period. End of fucking discussion.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing, though. I'm still going down on Mila Kunis. I don't care. Dude, if I will go out and purposely get COVID just so I can't smell it if my Mila Kunis will let me go down.
I will clear a place on my face right now if she needs somewhere to sit.
I don't know,
for sure.
Man. Listen, I remember there was this one girl. I actually left. Went to her house and she was like, "Oh, just fuck me now," and and the crazy thing was, you would think there would be like some kind of hints of this first, but there wasn't. I'm like, all right, everything smells good to go. She took down her jeans. It was just like the smell of death just like hit me across the face. Yes, his shirt's off too.
Why is it? It just keeps coming every 5 seconds. It's like something else. I'm just like, no, damn it.
It was
dude.
Literally, it was one of the worst smells. Like, I can remember the smell now to this day. And I just stopped it. I was like, look, she probably had an idea because I couldn't even think of anything clever. It was that bad. I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm out. I am permaflaccid for like a month. I'm good.
Permaflaccid.
Flaccid.
Oh, God, dude.
Gotta been permaflaccid since fucking 1998, I think.
I was a baby. I was 9 years old.
You know how old I am, actually, though, right? You fucking like 1998, dude. I was a grown ass man already.
Yeah, I was a baby.
I was 17. I was 17. Yeah.
Oh, how? Wait. Who's older, Rich? Me or you? I was born in 74.
I was born in 81. I may
Shit,
look older.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, I was born in 8. I'm technically an old ass boomer side of millennial, to be technical.
You barely made the cut, baby.
I barely made the cut. I'm a fucking boomer though, man. I'm 40. Who gives a shit?
Well, I'm Gen X. I identify as Gen X, man. I'm the Pepsi generation. I'm the Mountain Dew generation, but you know, fuck you.
I remember with like Gen X back in like the early 90s, because that was like the young adult generation. That was like considered the hip. I remember MTV was like going balls deep trying to cater to the Gen X generation.
We got fucked so bad. I know millennials really got the shaft, right? But like Gen X, we got like a taste of what the boomers got to have, but then we have the same poverty of, I mean, I'm very fortunate, you know, but like a lot of my friends, a lot of my family that grew up in that period of time, they're just as miserable as any millennial, but we were only one generation from it. And like millennials, no offense to you guys, right? But like when a boomer dies, you're not going to get any of the money. If a boomer dies, we get the money first. Those motherfuckers won't die. Fucking die. Give us the fucking jobs. Fucking die, Harold, you 98-year-old motherfucking CEO. Shut the fuck up. Get out of the fucking
workforce.
Fucking die. We need your money.
I don't disagree. I do like Ferraris, as everybody knows.
we ain't getting Ferraris with that
Please
shit,
give
though.
me a Ferrari, dead guy.
There's going to be, by the time we can even get it, there's going to be zero Social Security left. So I'm not,
I'll be so dead before then, dude. It's all
Yeah.
good.
That's I went on disability. That was smart. See, I got my money. All I had to do is cripple myself with cheeseburgers.
Wait, hold on. Send me how to do that again.
All right, here's what you do: go back to when you were 12 and develop an eating disorder, and then never fucking say no. And then it's pretty expensive because you got to go to a buffet, and then on your way home from the buffet, you have to go to another buffet.
Hell yeah, dude.
You have to really work at it, but I did, and that shit was delicious. And do I regret it? No. Here's what I regret: I can't eat it now because I'll die if I do. That's what I regret. You ever have fucking cheeseburgers? Those things are great.
Dude, I would slather that bitch in some queso. Like, not even joking.
What about my surgery post antibiotic cum? Would you slather it in that? What do you think?
oh God.
Queso?
My
Yeah.
my Colgate cum.
It's like it probably was like
Oh,
it was
God.
probably like blue cheese.
Oh, gee.
Oh God,
I love.
that was disgusting.
I do love me
Oh.
some blue cheese. Listen, man, Rich. The only thing that's keeping me from being gay, I think, is the fact that it doesn't taste like blue cheese. If it tasted like blue cheese, dude, I would be down
God.
on Dixon Street tonight, being like, "Hey, who wants to fucking serve me some wings? Because we're partying."
Yeah, dude, I'd do it. Shit. I don't. To be honest, I don't really care. If you put it in front of me, I don't know what I'd do. I just haven't had one in front of me in the last 10 years. If I did, I might touch on it.
What the fuck happened 10 years ago?
I don't know. Maybe I was scared about what people thought. I don't care anymore. I don't know. Dude, I've seen some pretty ass penises that look like glorious, and you just kind of touch them.
I have an opinion on that. I think all dicks are weird. And here's the
Yeah.
thing: like, I've watched more than my fair share of porn. Hell, I helped distribute and produce porn in the late '90s, very briefly. And I've seen you know that, Rich.
No,
we
I
talked about it.
Did
You
we?
never heard the story?
No, you've never. I mean, dude, we've talked about a lot, but you never told me that you helped produce
Yeah.
porn.
Okay, so in 95, 96, I learned how to code HTML, and I created like a little link site on like AngelFire, GeoCities, one of those, and it got indexed in Yahoo. So dude reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000 to put our Match.com banner at the top, $1,000 a month, and I'll pay you for 12 months." I was like, "Fuck this, dropping out of school. I'm gonna go do that." And so I ended up having like a links site to pornography, similar to like back in the day, Persian Kitty, Green Guys, and then Boogie's Console Free Zone was my old website. And it was just a collection of links to porn sites, and I got paid by people viewing the ads. And then eventually that wasn't good enough for me, so I wanted to do photography. And I was all softcore. I didn't do like, there's no video. It's just generally two girls making out or one girl posing nude by herself. But like, I did it for like 3 months. And did like maybe 20 photo sets with like 10 different girls. And at the end of it, the final day, this is our final shoot. My friend Phil, who's doing lighting for me, he's like, "Hey man, so we're gonna need to put some makeup on that girl's arms and legs." And I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because of the track marks." I'm like, what are track marks, Phil? So we had to, I had to end it because I realized I was inviting drug addicts into my home to earn a couple $100s to go buy drugs with. I was like, shit, I have nice equipment here. I have nice cameras. I don't want anybody to steal this shit.
Yeah, seriously.
I kept all of my sites up for a long time. And there's a really graphic story, like very graphic story as to why I quit circa 2003, 2004, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the adult industry had always been fairly fine. I mean, there was some weird shit at the beginning, but nothing too gross. And the shit that was really gross never really got monetized or popular. But there's this company that came out and they were going to push the edge. And they created a site called, stop me at any time, Rich. They created a site called throatfucking.com or something like that.
Oh, God.
And it went mainstream because the premise was you're going to violently have sex with a woman's face until she vomits all over you over and over again. And
I remember
right.
that.
And I was like, wow, I don't like the direction this industry is going in. I refuse to promote that site. I don't care how good the sales are. I don't care. I don't want to do that. I morally object to that. The next site they came out with, and this is what made me quit, it was called sleepattack.com.
Oh, no. I
And
could continue.
The premise was you would stumble across a woman who was asleep and began having sex with her. And they weren't super shitty about it. Like, she would always wake up in the middle of it and she would always give consent and then go back to sleep. after you were like already inside her or whatever. But like that was still way across any line. I was like, dude, this entire industry is going to shit. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I left my sites up when the rebills came. I just didn't pay them, and eventually they went down, and I just gave up. And I was addicted to EverQuest and World of Warcraft then anyway, so I didn't give a shit. I no longer cared.
That's much morally better. Well,
Yeah,
World of Warcraft used to
seriously.
be much
How, like,
morally better.
But and the
Right,
thing
right.
is, and the thing is, if you think about it, technically, like, oh, hey, I'm already fucking you. Do you mind if I keep fucking you? It's like, that's a weird area.
Right, like I don't know, like I don't want to kink shame, right? Like if nobody's getting hurt, I don't really care how you get off, right? You do whatever you want to do. But at the time I was like, the people who want to get off to this make me uncomfortable. That's not for me. I do think that's harmful. I think that's harmful to have sex with an unconscious person. You can't fucking Bill Cosby somebody, Blizzard.
No,
Okay?
that is exactly like, back in 2017 after my wife left, I was going ham on Tinder, and I met this one girl that liked it being slapped open hand palm in the face like as hard as you could. And I was like, I'm not doing that because as soon as you don't like me, I'm gonna go jail. He slapped me in the face, and I'm like, you told me to. You said it was the only way you gonna get off. And I'm like, you know what? You ain't getting off then.
I never told this story, but that 20-year-old girl that I was dating, she did exactly that same shit. One night, she is like, I want you to hit me. And I'm like, I don't do that. And she goes, I mean, a little bit, like slap my ass. So like I slapped her ass, and she goes, no, I want you to leave bruises. And I like stopped what we were doing and looked her dead in the face. And I'm like, sweetheart, I am never going to leave bruises on you. That is not something I enjoy doing. Also, I'm a YouTuber. So even if it was something I like to do and it is not, I'm never going to send you home with bruises. Like, that's crazy.
Dude, I just became celibate when I became a YouTuber.
Dude,
that's a good
easiest
call.
way, man.
Like I've talked about it on here, like on one of these dating apps. They had no idea who I was, so it had nothing to do with that. This 18-year-old hit me up, and I made her before we even started talking. Like, show me ID. Mm-hmm. But the thing, what killed it was she's like, "Oh, I have a rape fetish," and I was just like,
wrong person.
I said, did you have issues with your parents? Or did you have issues with, she's like, no, it's just something. I'm like, that's cool. I said, no, I'm good. No way. Never happening. I'm not. She's like, oh, I like to be choked too. That's great. Go find someone to choke you. It's not going to be fucking me.
Go find somebody to choke.
I don't care that you're of legal age. I don't care that you show me. I don't care if you were 45. I'm not choking anybody. I don't care if that's your thing. I'm sure you could find a dude with a boner that's willing to do it, but it ain't going to be me.
Yeah, dude, no. So, look, the wildest thing I've ever done, and it's not even that wild. I'm a vanilla dude. Like, I don't like to do things, that's out of the blue. But when I was 17 or 18, I can't remember. I think I was 17. Or no, I was 16. Holy hell, I was even younger. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I met this girl. Hell yeah, dude. That's when everybody had Jeeps.
And I flipped it, but it continued.
Yeah, mine was not flipped, luckily. But I met this girl on MySpace, all right, because that was a thing. And
yes.
She called me and she was like, "Hey, you should come to my house." And it was like 40 minutes away from my house. And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that because this is the early days of the internet. It's fine. No one's definitely getting stabbed." But I get there and I have to climb into her window because, I'm 16 and she's 16. I have to climb into her window and her dad's in the other room and she doesn't even lock her door. And she's like, "Oh, he won't come in here." And then she's trying to touch on me. And then, now this is my first time, so I start getting real nervous. And I start feeling something I've never felt in my life. My bowels started shaking. And I've never felt this, so I was like, okay, all I gotta do is press my ass cheeks really firm against the wooden floor and I'll be fine after a few minutes. Well, it didn't stop, and the contractions started getting closer.
Contractions,
so
he's giving birth.
Dude, so at one point I was like, look, I gotta leave. So I jumped out this girl's window and I started sprinting down the damn driveway. And I got to the end of the driveway and I was like, this is it. And I just pulled my pants down and just started projectile shitting everywhere.
Oh my God.
And my cousin threw his socks at me so I could wipe, so he's a pretty good guy. And I look back and there's a light shining on me from her house and it's just her open bedroom window on my ass. So I went to Walmart to get some wet wipes, and then I went back and went to town.
Oh, she still let you that, huh?
Dude, she was desperate as I was. It all worked out.
Wow. At least she still got laid, though, because that could have ended with you not getting laid and just having an explosive shit. I've had it where it was like I just felt like I had an explosive fart, and I just had to pretend I finished because it was so bad that I couldn't finish. So it was just like I had to I guess she thought I finished, and I just had to like tiptoe and sneak with my ass cheeks clenched together and just let out a huge fucking fart in the bathroom.
Rich. Okay, this is both of you, but Rich, I think you're the one who's most likely going to have done this. Have you ever been with a girl that you've been with for a while, and you're having sex, right? And you're just fat and tired, so you pretend you finished, and you're like, "Oh, that was great, baby," and then go to sleep.
No, I actually have not done that.
I'm actually like, man, it's just not going to happen. I'm on antidepressants. This shit is just not going to happen today. Oh, baby, that was great. Thank you.
That's different, because if they want to go like 2 or 3 times, by like the third, it's like, yo, my tank is empty. I'm on anti-anxiety. It doesn't. You don't get 3 out of me.
Oh, look at young man Rich over there 2 or 3 times. Good Lord.
Shit.
Dude, if I can get it up once a month, I'm fucking partying now.
Really?
Luckily, all you gotta do is even get close to my penis, and that's so I don't have any trouble like not get, dude. I stick that bitch in, and I'm like, oh, that's it. That's all I need, dude.
Even at 40, like, dude, still like the wind could blow on my penis the right way, and it's like, ah. You know, it's not like when I was 18. It's not. I'm not going to make it like that, because when I was 18, like, you know, I was like a flagpole if I just snapped my fucking fingers. But, well, a 2-inch flagpole, but you get my point. But, you know, I still, even with the stuff that I'm on, man, like, I know some people that are on the anti-anxiety stuff that I'm on. I've said this before. It's not. I'm on Lexapro. And there are some people I know, they're like, I had to get off that, man. It, like, made my penis numb. It didn't work. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't do that to me, thank God.
It just, for me, I'm on Zoloft, I guess, sertraline, I think it's Zoloft, and it just gives me stamina that I didn't otherwise have. And I'm not talking like anything obnoxious. I'm talking like 15, 20 minutes of stamina, and that's like a good place to be. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's really
good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not like I ever get laid. So, you know, I mean, Sammy stopped putting out years ago.
Oh, God.
The unfortunate thing is, like, you know, when you're hooking up with somebody just completely random, they have to know me, and if they just like, I have to be like, stop doing what you're doing, or else it's over. The round is over. And sometimes you'll hang out with the chick that just keeps like backing up into you, and I'm like, no, stop! I told you. Shit. See what you did? Because I stop like within 1 pump. I give 1 pump notice. I'm like, all right, stop.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
I've been where you have to think of something different, because you know. Or then like what'll happen is like I finish like 20 seconds before she would have, and I'm just like, it's done. I got nothing. Like it's just like, damn it.
I have a rule. Okay, I don't know, Rich. You might want to consider adopting this rule. Here's what I do. I take care of my partner's needs before I even start on mine. So like I like to pride myself at being pretty good at going down on the girl. She's gonna get hers before my pants even come off, because I'm just grateful you're there, right? It's a fucking party, okay? Like, I'm just so happy you've consented, and your decision-making process is this bad that you ended up in this bedroom. You get to have at least 1 orgasm today. And I will do whatever it takes to get you there. I don't care if I have to put you on the fucking washer and fill you up with corn cobs. I'm going to get you there, okay? It's going to fucking happen, okay? If we have to get an Amazon drone to deliver a fucking dildo and a fucking vibrating butt plug, you're getting off today, because you have lowered yourself to this level to where you're willing to let me put it in you. You have to have an orgasm. And so at that point, I have found that when you do this for a woman a few times, they become very giving. They're like, now I want to do that to you. And the corn cob goes up my ass. You know?
It's Jesus Christ.
That never happens for me. That never happens. They're never given from my ass, ever.
Oh, you've never had a corn cob up your ass? It's sad.
No, dude, I do that by myself. That's my special time. But I'm talking about like a chick. No, dude, like, I remember one time, dude.
These younger girls like to peg, dude. I'm telling you, you need to get into it.
That's what I require, or else I can't, do. No, but like, I was hanging out with this one chick like a year ago, and I like went down there, scuba diving and shit, and like just went ham, And it was like a 30 seconds. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, now let's do this. And she was like, oh, no, I'm too tired. And I'm like, what the fuck, motherfucker? I just did the thing. I just deposited literally like 4 tickets into your damn bank. Now I want to redeem those bitches. And she going to sleep. And I'm like, okay,
Wow,
I guess I'll just go in the other room.
She pulled a post-nut clarity on you, huh?
She was like, you know what? Your face isn't that nice. I changed my mind. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Okay,
Because
so
it's covered with shit now.
So Camelot, you have to forgive me here. So how old are you, man?
I'm 30, about to turn 32.
Okay, so you're still young. Me and Rich, we're in our 40s at this point. Rich, you're back in the dating pool. How long you been dating again?
On and off for like a couple months, yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting because right now on the internet, I had Trish Paytas coming at me on Twitter because she's mad because I said I dated a 20-year-old woman. And like I've also dated several women in their late 20s, early 30s, and that's a preference for mine, mostly because I'm a man child, and a woman my age is not going to come into this fucking apartment and see my Pac-Man tattoo and see my fucking or my house and see like my fucking arcade machines and be like, yes, this was a good decision, right? It's going to have to be a younger woman who's into younger people's shit because I'm into younger people's shit. But it's also a preference. I find, a younger woman to be more energetic and more entertaining and just more fun to be around and sometimes more attractive. So, have you matched with an 18-year-old? Have you dated somebody in their 20s?
I have not yet, no.
Here's what I have found really interesting, because men like you and me, we may not look like much, but we're successful at what we do and we have a little bit of money in the bank. And that's what women value now. When I was growing up, women wanted good-looking George Clooney dudes who would beat up a dude at a bar, and that was never going to be me. The only dude I'm beating up is fucking a character on Street Fighter, right? Like, that's all I'm going to beat up. I'm beta as shit, and I'm okay with it. But now that I'm a provider, women around 30, they value the shit out of that. You buy them a half-decent dinner, they are fucking ecstatic.
They already lived their best life, bro.
Yeah, they're like, dude,
ready to settle down.
Yeah, you can take me to Wendy's. Shit, can I get 6 nuggets instead of 4?
Spicy nuggets, baby, dude. I tell you, no, that ain't even a joke. I hung out with a girl one time, 8 spicy nugs. That's all it took.
8 spicy nugs.
Yeah,
damn,
she was
dude.
like, take the pants off.
You guys both don't have kids. You know what I noticed, though?
What?
Is because I have kids, which tough shit. My kids come first. They're like, oh, you have kids, though. Yeah, I don't want to, baby mom. I'm like, there is no baby mama drama. What do you like? Yeah, but you have kids. Basically, what they're looking for, like, a dude my age, but they want him to not have kids and have any baggage. I'm like, yeah, that's called a 40-year-old virgin who probably has other psychological fucking issues.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
sure,
wait, me.
good luck with that, though.
I have no kids.
Point them in Boogie's direction.
Yeah, but you're not a virgin, though. Like,
I
like,
mean,
Dude, might as well. It's all
you
good.
were
Don't worry.
married, like you've had normalcy in your life. I know the
Right,
stuff
right,
you've
right,
been
right,
through.
right.
Like, yeah, I don't want anyone with like kids or an ex. Like, you're looking for a mannequin with an erect cock. Then, like, what are you looking for? You know what I mean? So I've noticed that now. Like, cause I'm not saying I'm a good looking dude, but I'm definitely better looking than when I was on sites in like 2013, and I got more reactions back then because I didn't have kids or anything. Now because of that, like, they're just like, yeah, no, they'll tell me like, all right, I would be interested, but you have kids and I don't want to get into any of that. And
I have learned that the honesty is the best policy, Rich, moving forward, right? And so, like, at the beginning of my divorce, I would tell people, I'd be like, look, I just got divorced. I'm emotionally dead inside. We're never going to have a relationship. But if you want somebody to take you out to dinner and then take you back to my place occasionally, I'm that dude. But we're never getting into a relationship. We're never getting together. I'm never going to have feelings. I'm never going to get married again. Is that a deal for you? And 4 out of 5 women got hooked by that. They were excited by that. That's what they fucking wanted.
Because they want to fix you.
Right,
They want to
exactly.
fix your ass. And I'm
and
like,
so-
baby, I'm going to fix you with my penis. What I'm
So
going to do.
So Rich, one of those girls is like, oh, I don't know, you've got like kids and I don't want them. Like, bitch, it ain't this type of relationship, okay? Look, I'm looking for somebody to hang out with, not fucking build a life with right now,
dude.
okay? Like, I just went through some shit. I am here to use you like a fucking steel drum, okay? You are my fleshlight, and I'm gonna fucking take you to dinner as a way to say thank you. Please let me do nice things to you.
Oh, damn.
My kid, you're never meeting my kids, little. You're not Mrs.
Yeah,
Right.
'cause-
You're Miss Right now. Okay, don't worry about it.
Oh, it's a flashlight, bro.
oh my god, as a
He's just a
human
big ass
fleshlight,
Yeah.
that is
Man, I tell you what, no, like when they want to fix you, easiest way. No, and I told people that. Like when I was 27, and I was going ham, my wife had just left, and I would literally tell girls, like, it was almost like the first message. I'm like, look, I'm not into relationships. I can't do that. But if you want to hang out and become friends and like get to know each other, we do that. And that was literally like Clap City 99% of the time.
I know that's really gross, by the way. Here's the thing. You know, people realize we're joking, right? Like, I'm not out here like actually. Do I look like a womanizer?
Well, you know that. Well, you know you were gonna get like I just saw someone saying there's misogyny here. First off, Boogie's not saying like these are people that consent. He's not saying like, you know what I mean? Like he's letting them know and they know what they're getting into. So for everyone's here saying this is misogynistic, like
Yeah. Like if I look like somebody who's like got a huge body count or something like that, I don't know, you're blind, but if that's something you would believe about me, like I have body issues. The chances I will get naked on a live stream from the shirt up, but the chances I'm getting naked from the waist down.
Hold on. Reconnection successful. Hold on.
YouTube's mad. They're like, you can't be talking about your penises.
Dude, I talk
collectively between the three of us, we have like 6 inches if we're lucky, but
yeah.
No, dude, I don't even add to the total. I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on. Refresh. It's back. Refresh.
No, like that's a thing that I feel like people that say like instantly go to the misogynistic thing. I feel like they don't understand that a lot of these girls, the vast majority of them that are on these dating apps like Tinder, are literally looking for the exact same thing.
Exactly. It's not that we're like deceiving them into doing like I unless someone's 110% consenting, I don't do anything anyway.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's not like, you know, I've had nothing ever happened because it was just too weird. Like we're like, oh, my husband, he doesn't know about this. I'm just looking for somebody. You want to go meet somewhere? I'm like, no, because I don't feel like getting shot. No, thank you. You know, so yeah, they're looking for that too. You know what I mean? Like it's not that we're you know what I mean? It's not like we're like deceiving anyone into doing something they don't want to do.
I mean, I will get myself in trouble here. I will say I'm always going to be point blank with any girl I date. Right. And and I'm still there. This is where I still am. Not seeing anybody really right now. But if I was, I'd be like, look, I'm not in a place where I want a relationship. I got to work on my brain. I got to work on my body. I got to work on my heart. I'm still broken. I'm still fucked up. I don't want to be close to you. I don't want to meet your fucking kids. I just want to hang out occasionally and have fun and have someone to text every once in a while and go to the movies with and hook up with. Or is that something you're into? And if a girl decides she wants to try to fix me, I guess I can't stop them, right?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
as long as their bio says I'm not down for hooking up, then you're good. Because that means they are. It's code, man. I've already discovered this. I know how this works. That means please clap me and please don't text me back, because then they're gonna be freaking out. Do that, man. I'll start a worst experience with Tinder story right now, just real quick. I was hanging out with this girl. Now look, all right, I'm old as hell. You know, I'm not as old as hell as you guys. You guys are like Gandalf shit, but I'm like Aragorn, right? He was like 84. Yeah. So I'm like Aragorn. So I'm hanging out with this girl, right? Disclaimer, I was 27. She was 19. Look, all right, it's fine. Let's just get that out of the way. So I'm hanging out with this girl. She comes over to my house. It's
legal. That's all that it's legal. So
yes,
continue.
And it's legal and desired.
And we'll talk about Keemstar in a second because everyone wants us to talk about it. Let's continue though.
But yeah, she comes over to my house and we're hanging out. And we're talking and whatnot, you know, and then of course it leads to the clapping stage because it's Tinder, let's be honest. And then all of a sudden her phone rings and then she's talking to somebody and then she gets off the phone and she's like, yeah, my boyfriend's on his way over here. And I'm like, what just happened? And I'm just sitting in this exact chair, not the exact chair, this is before YouTube, but I was sitting in this spot and I was like, oh damn, what's going on? This dude shows up and sits on my couch while she like drunkenly like plays with her phone or something. And I'm like sitting here and I'm talking to her boyfriend, like trying to talk him down. And he's like, I'm just so worried she's going to cheat on me. And I'm like, bruh, you should probably not be in this relationship. Because she just did like 25 minutes ago. So like that was a weird ass time. That was real. I never talked to her again either. I was like, we're not doing this again.
I can relate to that. I always remember this woman that she had the best tits on the planet, but anyway, we had like nothing in common. But and then she blurted out that she loved me one time when we were going at it, and that was weird.
Oh my god!
But anyway, literally, it was Christmas Day, 2005, and we would mess around on and off, and she told me a billion times she was single, and all of a sudden, I pick up the phone, I'm like, hello, she's like, is this Rich? I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
He's like, do you know someone named blah, blah, blah? I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, have you been fucking her? I'm like,
Yes.
well, I guess I'm going to say yes because I guess you know that I have. He's like, I'm going to find you in baseball bat your whole day. And I'm like, dude, before you... I wasn't even nervous. I was more like, you're calling me on fucking Christmas night to talk about this? I'm like, she said she was single. If she wasn't single, I wouldn't have done anything. So maybe you need to have a conversation with her. Click.
Great.
You know...
Dude, I've never understood that. I've
I
never
don't.
understood why the guy gets mad at the other guy. I'm like, you should be mad at the female that's doing it to you. That's who you should be mad at.
I
Don't
never
call the guy.
understood that.
He didn't get her a good thing for Christmas, so she told him. She's like, you know what? I had sex with damn review tech. So enjoy.
That's your Christmas gift.
And the thing was, is she was telling, and I called her up and I was like, you said you were single. I was like, we were having differences, but I wasn't exactly I'm like, so you were with him and you told me that you were single is what you're saying. And I'm like, really? So now this guy wants to fucking kill me?
40%.
I mean, a lot of people, I've heard that women do this more often than men. I don't know if I agree, but a lot of people do what I like to call better dealing, right? You're not like cheating most of the time. You may not be, but this girl was, right? But like you're looking for the next landing spot because a lot of these people don't like to be out of
Yeah.
a relationship. They want to be in a relationship, but they're in one they're not happy with. So they're like looking for the next person. And I feel kind of shitty because I was the other guy kind of with my ex-wife. When we first started talking, she was engaged to another dude and just not happy and like trying to find a way out of it. And like I told her, I'm like, we talked as friends for a while. And one day she's like, I think we could be more than friends. And I said, yeah, I think so too. But like, you got to get out of that relationship. You need to get some space. And then a couple of months after you guys have broken up, then we can meet. Right. But until then, we talk like friends. We're friends. We are Pam and Jim. We're not, Dwight and Angela. We're not going to do any cheating, any fucked up shit. We can talk and be friends though. And we can flirt. And that's what we ended up doing. But I don't know. She was looking a better deal. And I think it's common. And that's what that girl was doing, except you're just not supposed to fuck the other guy.
Dude, I'm telling you, 40% of the girls that I hung out off Tinder in 2017, 2018 had a boyfriend or a husband. Like 40% of them. And I was jaded because my
believe
wife
that.
left, so I didn't give it.
Is that an open relationship thing or cheating thing?
No, they were cheating. They're all cheating.
Okay. Because I know a lot of
No,
girls in
that's-
open relationships.
I can verify that because I talked to. I wouldn't because I was like, yeah, I don't want the drama. But they were like, yeah, my husband can't know about this. I'm just unhappy with him. I'm like, okay, like, nah, I'm good. Like, no,
You're
I've
coming
already-
to see a guy with a 1-inch penis. Yeah, I don't understand that trade-off.
Yeah, like
I got like a pinky, dude.
yeah, dude. I have a.
She likes your Mortal Kombat machine, dude.
I have a.
That's what it
I
is.
have a like. Yeah, like I'm not like I have a button mushroom dick. I'm just letting it. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I have you beat. I have an innie instead of an outie, Rich.
Oh,
okay?
dude.
Mine
mine's-
crawled back up inside me.
Mine's like a dude. When I'm flaccid, mine's like a fucking belly button too. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm talking rock hard. I'm talking rock
Oh
fucking
no,
hard.
no.
man.
I mean, I
It's
always
like a clitoris that's playing hide and seek. That's what it's like. It's bad.
I always remember one of my exes is like is what because it did. I'm telling you, it's like a fucking belly button. But when I'm ready to go, it's there. It's not. I'm no Ron Jeremy
It's
or
there.
whatever, but it's there.
It's there.
And she's like, where does it come from? That's what she said to me one time when we were. She's like, it's like disappears, but then it's there. Like it's like a rabbit out of a hat. Like where does your dick come from,
This is getting real serious, Rich.
dude?
You're telling the really serious stories.
Bro, I've always admitted, man. My whole sub base knows I have a small dick. I've never hidden it. I've never hid it.
I've never had to hide mine because it's already hidden, son.
Boy, I'm gonna tell a story that's gonna get me in a lot of trouble tonight.
Oh, here we go.
If you guys have to hit this motherfucker with some super chat if I tell the story, but I'm gonna tell it. You ready?
Tell it, Boogie. I'm excited.
Okay, so the girl that I saw, the 20-year-old, we all know she was a pornographer. She did porn. And one night she's like, hey, I would like to go down on you and film it and put it up on my mini vids, which I agreed to let her do. But I'm like, I don't want anything identifying. I don't want you to be able to see that it's me. I don't want you to be able to tell. And like, I want final edit, but you can do that. So she did. And then when the relationship came out, those people that were obsessed with me on Reddit, they backwards engineered it and looked at the time frame and they were like, well, either this is Boogie's penis or it's another dude's penis. And then they like looked at the spread out They looked at the spread out, they could see a little bit of belly fat. They could see the fat fingers. And they're like, this is probably Boogie's penis. Now, I'm not going to confirm or deny that that was my penis, but it was. And I got to read a thread where the internet's biggest critics, the people who are obsessed with me and hate me so much, got to rate my penis. And I'll never forget the top comment. You could probably still find this archive. The top comment was, I'd ask for his money back for that circumcision.
No,
Oh my
Motherfucker,
God.
I was a baby. I didn't sign up for him to cut off part of my dick. Okay.
Oh my God.
What the fuck kind of comment was that? I've never laughed harder than when I discovered that thread and listen to these dudes talking about my dick, watching this beautiful redheaded girl fucking blow me.
I need to link a DM with this link, son.
Yeah.
I don't know if that picture is still out there. I'm sure if it is,
How
it'll get
did they
tweeted
sit
after
there
this.
and do the forensics to figure out it
I
was your
don't
junk?
know. There's a girl I was seeing in December, and I took a photo of her holding my dog. You could only see her legs and her hands. And in one hand, she had a finger tattoo. On the other hand, she had a rose gold iPhone. Someone went through the fucking matching sites looking for a girl. That girl was not even from my area, and she hadn't logged into that site for months. So they had to go to an outlying area, search my area, go bigger, go bigger, go bigger, and go back 3 or 4 months because she hadn't logged in for months to find a girl holding a rose gold phone that had a finger tattoo to figure out it was her. And then backwards engineered that and started sending her nasty shit on Instagram. If you don't leave that dude, you got to leave that dude. We're going to call child services.
Dude.
Like, do not ever doubt the dedication of some of these people. They're fucking wild, man.
At least, dude, at least
They're
they find
wild.
legit stuff. At least they find the legit stuff. Dude, a guy messaged my ex-wife and she told him to F off. And then he just he forged a conversation and then posted it. And then I had the original. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, tried to hint that I was like abusive or something. And then she called me right when she saw the message.
Yeah,
and then she
fuck
sent me
him.
the screenshot. And I was like, why'd you
Fuck
lie?
that. Yeah. I still get the Boogie's abusive comments to this day, even though my ex-wife has openly come out and said that never happened and I'm not that kind of person. And they just ignore that. Because, like, he could have paid her or threatened her. Like, what the fuck, man? People are crazy.
Dude,
People are fucking crazy.
And even if something, this is why I just ignore 99% of it, and I should really bring it up to 100%, is that they hold on to everything anyway. I still see.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 110%. And that's the thing. Like, Rich, I've always wanted to say to this, I'd love to say it in a public fucking place. You have always been right when you were criticizing me. Like, I should have never been listening to these people. I should have never been giving them the time of fucking day. I shouldn't have been giving them the brain power. Like, I can't, I'm just wired wrong, but I've learned to not give a fuck. And now it's kind of like,
not even that you're wired wrong, dude, because there's times where people come at me and I'm like, why the fuck? This is not fucking true. But the internet here, because the thing is this, in real life, 99.9% of people would never say the shit they say to us on the internet, because you would either get punched in the face or you would be socially ostracized.
100% would
But
not say anything.
on the internet, it's just this different world, and your instinct, because in the real world, if you did that, there would be consequences. And so you want to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? So you instinctually, I think it's you should learn after a while, and it took me till 2018 to learn. So believe me, I'm not that far behind you, Boogie. But on the internet, it's like, you think it's the same way, the rules still apply the same way, and if they don't, the only thing, and the best weapon, unfortunately, you have is just to fucking ignore them.
Yep. Because that's their goal. Their goal is literally just to
destroy
get you to
you.
respond. And I'm like, dude, you can just
another-
message me. No, it's fine.
Another YouTuber said this, but I won't repeat who they were because I don't want them getting hate. But when I was dealing with this shit back in 2018 and I'm at VidCon, they're like,
What's up,
Boogie,
Bobby?
I want you to understand, you're here and they're there, and you have to think of it that way, right? Like, you're up in heaven and they're down in hell, and why would you pay attention to somebody in hell when you're up in heaven? And I'm like, dude, that is narcissistic as fuck. And he goes, yeah, but it's the only way it works, right? Like, you're a content creator, you're famous on the internet, they're not famous on the internet. You have to admit that's the difference. If you give them your platform by repeating their criticisms, then you're lifting them up. If you ignore them and let them burn in their own fucking hell, in their own stinking misery, and you never engage, that's what every celebrity does. That's what every YouTuber does. That's what you have to do. And I'm like, but they're people, Rich. They're people. They're people just as valid as me and you. And not Rich, I'm sorry.
But the people that do that, though, aren't just people. Like, there's people here that criticize me that it's genuine criticism. They're not in that hell. These people who are like this girl who is in this cult that did this to Chris Chan allegedly. We still have to say allegedly because we don't know if it's confirmed yet.
Right.
Like these people, like they are miserably mentally unwell people, and you're not gonna have a healthy conversation with them because they're gone anyway. So you have to just accept that this is what they're gonna do. And yeah, most of my trolls stop, but there's still a couple that.
They're always there, man.
Yeah, they're always
there waiting.
And you just have to just let it go. But what bothers me, though, is I look at people like Sweet Anita, who, technically in the UK, they're supposed to have more stringent internet laws. Motherfucker was sleeping on her front lawn. He, like, chased her with, like, a knife and all this. And, like, he was in jail for a night and nothing else. So it's just you have to ignore him. There's nothing else you could fucking do.
I mean, I may or may not learned a very hardcore lesson. Let's say allegedly and hypothetically, I engaged with someone like that not too long ago, and allegedly and hypothetically, that person got on a plane and came to Arkansas because I responded and because I fucking gave, and allegedly that person came to my front fucking door, allegedly. And I'm not confirming or denying that ever happened, but that was the day that I learned to never engage with these types of people. You just can't.
Yeah, dude.
You could literally get fucking hurt.
I was very I was in my mind critical of that moment when I was watching all that unfold.
Oh, you should
be. I was like, man, what the hell's going on here? And then I got my own real devoted troll that was doing some pretty messed up stuff to like my family and ex-family, and I was like, man, if they showed up, it's all happened in like one revelation that I was like, I understand what Boogie went through, and I was like, allegedly, and I was like, dude, if this dude came to my front door, dude, I would be in jail immediately. I'd right hooked, done.
I mean, that's the thing. When somebody's critical to me about it, and I can't say too much, but when somebody's critical to me about it, I probably didn't act 100% correct, right? Like, obviously, I need to be careful what I say, but I probably could have done a lot better in that situation. But, dude, if you were in that situation, I don't know that you could act 100% correct either, right?
No,
I would not.
Absolutely.
Like, that is such a surprising situation to find yourself in. And I've been harassed for months. I've been harassed for 2 or 3 days. I hadn't slept in a couple of days. My brain just not working so good right now, and I'm fucking flying by the seat of my fucking pants, and what happened, and that sucks.
He had no fucking right to show it. It doesn't matter what was said to him. There was no fucking reason he should have showed up to your door. Period. End of discussion.
At the end of the day, I'm hoping that it'll all work out in the courts, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. It is what it is, but boy, I'll tell you, it's really like, I'm glad that an audience is getting to see this, because I want you guys to know, especially Rich, the reason I agreed to come on here is because I want you to know it's completely flipped the script for me, right? Like, I no longer take any of this shit serious. I no longer give a fuck anymore. It is what it is. We can't predict tomorrow. There's been a pandemic. There's been legal troubles. The shit I've been through in the last few years finally broke me of taking all this shit seriously. And I no longer do. It's just fun, man. I'm just enjoying life. And whatever shitty thing happens or whatever great thing happens, I'll take it as it comes. I'm no longer anxious about it. I'm no longer mad about it.
And I've noticed that even like how you've been on Twitter, you're like almost a complete 180 from where you were even 8 months ago.
And do you want to know, what the big difference, the fucking crazy thing about it is? Once that switch got flipped, people started leaving me the fuck alone. Because they couldn't get to me anymore because I no longer gave a shit. And so they moved on to greener pastures.
It's weird. You have to have that revelation, man. And I had that recently, like 2 weeks ago. I was like, wait a second. I just need to block these people and just turn off Twitter for a minute. And then all of a sudden now it's kind of chill. Kind of chill. It's not super chill, but it's kind of chill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the filters on Twitter are great now, man.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll turn them off and see like one guy has created them account like 3 months ago and he's only tweeted at me 10 times a day.
Yeah,
and I ain't never fucking seen it. And I'm not gonna even mute him. I don't even want to block him. I'm just gonna turn that filter back on and let him fucking scream into the void.
That is my favorite thing, is when it's like Camelot's a fraud, he's a liar, his accent's fake, he's from Canada or something now. I think that's where they think I'm from now. And they tweet at me and it's like account created in August of 2021. And I'm like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's Twitter's still funny though, because if you do block or mute an account, it'll let you know, hey, someone you block or muted is replying to every single fucking person and spamming them. Thank you, Twitter. Like, just if I have them muted, just don't show me anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, for real. That's the whole point.
I will tell you one other thing I think about a lot. I have people who, you know, like we all have, right? Every YouTube creator. Oh, Camelot's a piece of shit. Rich is a piece of shit. Boogie's a piece of shit. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm far from a perfect person. But you know what?
Same here.
In my worst fucking day, I never thought to myself, I want to dedicate my life to ruining the life of somebody I saw on YouTube that one time.
That has no direct bearing on your actual fucking life.
Yeah.
Like if I am looking down on you, what the fuck does that say about you?
Yeah. No,
Right?
dude.
And goddamn.
Think about this for a minute. I was watching a true crime documentary recently, and there was this guy that dedicated his whole life in like the 70s to like destroying this woman's life. And then I realized the creation of the internet and the mass like mainstream popularity of it made it to where all those people that exist that do that can do it. So there's like 1 million or 100 million people out there that like that's their thing, is like ruining people or trying to ruin people's lives. So we gave them a voice, and I'm gonna be honest, I know this is weirdly controversial. I don't think everybody really deserves a voice, because a lot of people are crazy as hell, man. Including me.
I would fight to give everybody a voice, but I get what you mean, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Like, everybody should have a voice, but they also shouldn't.
I have a hot take about that. So I was talking to my friends about this. You have to require and register your real name to have internet access bullshit, which I'm so not for, right? But then there's a part of my brain that's like, boy, that would really change the way some of these fucking people act, right?
Yep.
And like you're trying to consider that and weigh that. And I'm a free rights activist. Like I'm 110% about like liberty is about letting horrible people do horrible shit sometimes. That's kind of how liberty has to work, right? It sucks. But at the same time, maybe we can teach responsibility in some way, right? Like maybe we teach people not to be a piece of shit. But the way social media is set up right now, it rewards people for being as bad as possible. To lie through your teeth on Facebook and mislead people about information so they subscribe to your bullshit and they pay you fucking money and buy your t-shirts because you're telling them not necessarily what you believe. You're telling them what the fuck they want to hear.
They want to hear.
You're lying through your fucking teeth.
Yep.
You know you're not. You know you're fucking wrong. You know you're lying. You don't give a shit. You're taking advantage of those people. Alex Jones. And you know, like fuck. I don't know. I feel like at some point there's got to be an education of why you can't do that shit. And I don't know. What do you do? How do you fix that?
You just took the words out of my mouth. Like, I agree with you, but where can something be done where you won't have a corrupt politician take advantage of it? That's the fucking problem.
Dude, I was literally talking about this on stream the other night. I'm like, it sucks that this happens, and I kind of wish it wouldn't happen. But then I'm like, but if we police it, it might destroy the entire like meaning of freedom on the internet. So it's like, do you want to take the hits like me and people like us? Like, do we want to take the slaps in the face so everybody else can be anonymous? Like, maybe.
I think that's the correct answer. I think that we are in a pretty cool privileged position where we get to entertain people for a living and we get to do something we love for a living. And, our downside isn't that we have to go into a boss who fucking molests us like they did at Blizzard. We don't have to go into a boss who fucking rises to shit. We're able to do the things that we want to do. And maybe that trade-off is we have to deal with the worst people on the internet. And you know what? It's probably worth it in the end. It probably is.
I love my job, so yeah, it is. I will deal with fucking shady people on the internet all day.
I would rather do nothing else. And also to that point, hashtag boycott Blizzard, please. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Or
fuck
Activision.
Blizzard. Fuck.
Absolutely fuck
It's
Blizzard.
something I do want to point out. So I have a friend on Facebook. We're just Facebook friends. I don't know her personally, but she just got hired on to work remotely at Blizzard, and people were giving her shit in her comment section on Facebook, and like, oh, I can't believe you'd want to work for that company. Well, this is not the best time to work for that company, the worst time for that company. When you criticize a company, and I think Rich has said this in his videos, I know I've said it in my videos, I'm sure Camelot has as well. We criticize the companies, and maybe we'll criticize the CEO like Bobby Kotick. I'm not criticizing the art director. I'm not criticizing the fucking coders. I'm not criticizing an artist. I'm not criticizing a fucking, I'm criticizing the company.
Yes,
and I think it's so important. Now, if one of these motherfuckers in the middle turns out he's the one who ran the Cosby Room, yeah, criticize that piece of shit.
Yep.
Right. But like, I love the people that work at Blizzard that aren't molesting and raping people, and God bless them for this hard, fucking terrible time. But also boycott Blizzard as a company. And Bobby Kotick can choke on my sweaty fucking nuts,
Dude, this is what I said in my recent video about this. The fact that Bobby hasn't stepped down in shame blows my mind, and just drives it even more home that corporations don't give a god dang. All they care about is some likes on Twitter, and they're only sorry because they got caught. Like, dude, I don't like. Look, I love World of Warcraft more than a lot of things. I love World of Warcraft more than my previous wives, which there was only one. But I love World of Warcraft, and I canceled my World of Warcraft the day that it happened. I haven't played it. And it hurts me because I was like 64, and I was having a lot of fun in my undead, but I just can't do it because if I can do that and Bobby can't step down, there's something wrong.
I uninstalled Hearthstone from my iPad for the first time since that game fucking came out, and I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on that fucking game. And
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, every time an expansion come out, I throw $100 at it. And when I was live streaming it, I wanted to get like every card to build stupid decks, and so I spent $500 sometimes. So I certainly over $10,000 on the game, and to kiss that collection goodbye hurts.
Yeah,
of course.
That's where I want to be right now. That's where I need to be.
You paid for Bobby's Tesla boogie. What the hell?
No shit, man. you think that's bad? You don't want to know how much I spent on Magic the Gathering, dude. It's fucking bad. It's bad. I mean, there's like fucking $2,000-$3,000 for the fucking booster boxes on the shelf right there behind me right now, and I'm not talking what they're worth. I'm talking about cost. My Magic collection's in the six figures, and I've probably spent close to that building.
Woo!
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. I no longer keep the most valuable cards on site after the incident because I don't want them here in my house. I don't want to get robbed. I don't want somebody showing up here and like trying to take Magic cards and shit. So I don't keep the most valuable things on site anymore. But it's fuck, man. I love card games.
Six figures of Magic. That might have something to do with that once a month sex thing you got going.
I'm mixed on.
Oh, bitches love a Magic card. You show them a Black Lotus and like, oh, pennies.
Oh, dude, it's on. Turnover.
I'm mixed on if I want to boycott the games as much as I think what happened there is absolutely disgusting. Because like I was saying it in some of my videos and streams, people that are good people will, I mean, they lay off people even when the company's very profitable. If they take a hit, good people will lose jobs too. But at the same time, I understand why people are boycotting and not buying the games, because what happened there is absolutely abhorrent, and I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I would never be like, well, you shouldn't do that. No, I agree why you're doing it. I just don't want to see innocent people in the crossfire get hurt by it.
I'll tell you, I don't know if this will help you and why you may or may not boycott, but I'll literally, I will sit down and I'll play with a Hearthstone card, and I'll be like, man, I really like the sound effect on this card. I wonder if the person who coded this had their boss show them their dick so many times they thought about killing themselves. And that just takes the fun away from me.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Like that's the issue, man. That's what I said. So I said, if Bobby stepped down, the executives admitted default, stepped down, and all these devs that are even kind of involved just disappeared and were gone in shame, and then they had a public apology and swore to change all their ways, just then maybe I wouldn't have to boycott their games, and a lot of other people wouldn't have to either. But I mean, they're doing none of that. I feel like there needs to be something held accountable. I mean, what normal people want is somebody needs to be damn fired.
Oh,
like somebody. Somebody, and it
Heads
should
need
be
to
Bobby.
roll there. Yeah, heads
Should
need
be
to
Bobby.
metaphorically
Let's be
roll.
honest, Bobby.
Oh, it fucking starts with Bobby Kotick, man.
Oh, for damn sure. Yeah.
I mean, I probably watch enough Jim Sterling to where I probably have an reasonable opinion of how shitty of a person Bobby Kotick is. Because Jim fucking unleashes on that dude,
Yeah, dude.
every time he gets a chance. But at this point, I genuinely think Bobby Kotick is actual evil.
Yep.
Actually a fucking evil person,
agree.
like fucking
Dude.
Satan incarnate.
Ferraris are not even that nice.
No,
Dude, like I would only need one yacht. I don't need 38. All right, Bobby? I don't need 38 yachts. Give me one and
What is his
I'll
net
live on it.
worth? I'm curious. What
That's
his
what
net
I'm
I don't
Google
even
it
want
right
to
now.
know. Don't
Let's
Google
find
it.
out. I'm
Don't Google
Googling
it,
it.
guys.
You
I'm
better
gonna leave,
mute.
I'm gonna leave the call. There, you will not get any penis pictures.
Bobby
tonight.
Kotick net worth?
What I want you to guess, Camelot, how much you think he's worth?
Oh shit!
888 million.
600 million, according to the Google
Oh
search.
my god! You know how many yachts that is, Boogie?
What the fuck does a person do with 600 million? Dude, at one point I had $500,000 in the bank account. I thought I was the king of fucking fucktown. I thought I was king big dick of fucktown. I was like, I can afford all the magic cards I want. I can afford all the video games I want. I can afford a decent car. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm a god. I'm a fucking god. What the fuck do you do with 1,200 times that amount of goddamn money?
Does the state you're in support gay marriage? You said 500,000.
Do what?
Jesus
Wait, what?
Christ,
He's
bro.
gonna go down there and marry you.
I was asking if your state supports gay
Well,
marriage.
I got divorced. That shit got cut right down the middle the day after I had that much.
Oh my god, dude, that sucks. Like
Yeah,
I got like
yeah.
$27.
Like, dude, they perfect example. I heard some stories about how Jeff Bezos was pissed off he had to give as much as he had to give to his wife. I'm like, bro, you still have like 100 million. You have 100 billion. You have like $100 billion in the bank. You're fine. But
Dude,
it becomes like hoarding money. It becomes like a
Exactly.
psychological thing.
Somebody on Twitter would be like, Boogie, that girl that's into you, she's just into it for money. She's just into it for money. I'm like, dude, if I gave that woman $10,000 today, do you have any idea? I'd still be saving money compared to being buried. Okay. When I was she got half. Fucking half. And don't get me wrong, I love her. She was worth it. She saved my life. She carried me through the gastric bypass surgery. God bless her, right? But goddamn, half. There ain't no woman in this world out there who's going to ask for half. So if she comes to me and she's like, I want to go to a really nice dinner and maybe take me to Colorado for the weekend. Bitch, we're going to Colorado.
Yeah, that's why I won't get married.
Saving money. Oh yeah, fuck marriage.
Yeah, dude, it's over. That's over for me. No, see, that's one thing I respect my ex-wife a lot for. She was like, all right, I'm leaving, and that's it, and that was it, and then that was it. So she didn't take anything. I respect that a lot.
You know, when me and my ex-wife separated, she looked me dead in the face and she's like, Steve, this is the rest of my life we're talking about, and you have much higher earning potential than I do. And I just like it if you made it easy for us to do the right thing here. And I'm like, of course. Yeah. That's if she wasn't shitty or bitter about it or anything. She's like, I have to live a life too. And I gave up a lot to help you. And now you're going to take care of me. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I will. Of course I will.
Respect
I was happy
for
with
that,
it.
man. A lot of people wouldn't have been that way. A lot of people wouldn't have been that way.
That's what we call simp move there, Boogie. What's up now?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I complained about it to my friends. Like, all I could.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, do you have any idea what it's like to cut a check that big? God damn.
You should have been like, wait, who are you? When she asked for that. Wait, what's your name again? I don't even know who you are, girl. What's up? Get out of here. That's what I would have done. See, that's why I respect my ex-wife, because if she would have done that, I'd been like, we going to court, baby.
Somebody says, I just realized they're all divorced. Jesus, I feel like them women just up and go. No, we're all just man children, man.
Also true.
I never was married. I was engaged. I was never married. So.
Oh, I didn't know that, Rich. I
Boogie.
didn't realize that. Yeah, okay.
But Rich is on his high horse over here, not divorced.
And here's the thing, though. Yes, you payouts, but child support, man. For 18 years, yeah, it may not be the big check up front, but I'm not going into numbers, obviously, but math.
Kanye knows, man. 18 years.
Dude, what is Dr. I think Dr. Dre has to pay his ex-wife $300,000 a month. What the fuck? Like, That's another one.
Damn.
What the fuck do you need $300,000 a month for?
That's insane.
Nah, dude, I could spend $300,000 a month if you'd let me.
Well,
I'd
of
find a way.
course, so can I, man. But I'm saying, like, that's effort, though. You still would need to put in effort. Like, that's how much. What is the math on that? What's that a year, dude? What is? I'm stupid. What is that a year?
300,000.
Yeah.
That's
600 million. Yeah,
3.6 million.
Yeah. 3.6, baby. God, dude, I'd buy so many yachts. Well, that's probably not even one yacht. I'd buy like a Spencer Mansion. I'm kind of drunk though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. That's a lot more money.
I literally, like, I probably shouldn't talk about money. I know it makes people like uncomfortable, but I spend as much money as I want to spend in a month. And by the time I meet all my needs, I can't even fucking scratch 300,000. I can't scratch 30,000. Like, if I buy literally everything I want off of Amazon, every meal I want, go everywhere I fucking want, if I hit $10,000 in that month, it was a goddamn miracle. I don't know how people spend that kind of money. I don't understand it.
Yeah, like Bobby Kotick going, like, what are you doing with six? Or even like Jeff Bezos, I said, like, I read some articles were saying that he was pissed off that his wife got it. Like, but dude, you can't even physically, you could buy a country. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do with? But that's the thing. I think it becomes like, because the money makes you wield power. It does. So once you, like, people see that in the bank account, they're like, oh yes, sir. And I think that's what it becomes about, is that it's like, I need to keep wielding this power, so I need the zeros to do it. It's not about what they can buy. It's about what it does for them. That's what I think it is.
And like, the thing is, if I was Jeff Bezos, you know what I would do? I would allow my fucking workers to piss in a toilet occasionally.
Oh my God!
That's how
dude.
I would spend my money.
Seriously.
I have like 12 videos about this.
I know.
Also, a very important point. I got pee real bad, so I'll be back in 5 seconds because
I need a Mountain Dew real bad.
I am
when
drinking a lot of whiskey, so it's running through.
When
me.
you come back, I'll go piss. So
Hell yeah.
we'll
Keep
do
them entertained.
Yeah,
Hold
we'll
up
keep
the
it.
stream.
And I'll
Can you
answer some
solo
super
stream
chats.
and read your super chats? Okay, all right, be right
Yeah,
back.
that's what I'll do. I'll read the super chats. Super chats coming out my holes. Yes, I'm about to crash for tonight, but I just want to say, Boogie, you've gotten me through a lot of tough times in my life. I don't want to give you a big thanks. Yeah, I know he'll thank you too. I get that. Like, I always bring up Mark from Classic Game Room doing that for me, and it's nice to be able to tune into somebody and just be able to, like, it shuts your brain off, and that's pretty awesome. So I know he'll thank you too. Can you put oil? Yes, I will. No, I will not smear myself in oil. Jesus Christ! But I already smell like vinegar, and I just showered today too. But that's what happens when you do 10,000 steps and put up a TV and it's hot. Are bearded clams? Is roast beef curtains offensive now? Is roast beef curtains offensive? I know people were saying that we were being misogynistic before, but which I don't really agree with. But holy shit, there's a lot of super chats here. I don't even know, like, holy, Rich, serious, sweaty man crack. This is the wholesome content we need. This is not wholesome content as Boogie comes back with a banana in his mouth. Holy shit. Can you, so, Boogie and Camelot's views on the COVID vaccine. Hold on, wait for Camelot to get back for that. Someone thanked you, Boogie, for getting them through tough times, which I said I can relate to, because, like, I know what it's like to tune into a YouTuber to shut your brain off, and it works.
Hell yeah. I'll tell that guy and everybody else this very simple thing. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you phrased it that way, because every once in a while people say, oh, you got me through that. I didn't do shit, man. I'm just some fat fuck that you got entertained by, and maybe like I gave you a small direction at one point. Like, you're the hero in that fucking story. You're the person who saved your life. You're the person who survived that shit, you know?
But I get what they're saying, though, because this is what I just said before, because Mark from... I remember I was going through some bad shit. I wish he was still on YouTube, but that's how YouTube is. Mark from Classic Game Room, I used to just watch his stuff.
I love that channel. Love that channel.
It sucks, too, man, because his channel was going so great, and it just... I don't know. It just, like, it's like a switch that went off. But I really have to piss, so I'll be right back, and we'll... Mm-hmm. They want to know your takes on the COVID vaccine, and I think people know my take. I'll be right back. Enjoy my nipples as I go.
Whose takes? My takes on it?
Yeah, mine and yours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, man, I don't really have an opinion really on it. I'm like, I kind of hold the indifferent opinion that, like, personally, if the pros and cons, weigh the pros and cons. If you're in an area that's really dense, and you're around a lot of people, and you have compromised family members, older family members that you're around a lot, go for it. Get it. That's great. If not, so where I'm from is not densely populated. I have no older family members. I don't go anywhere ever. I never leave my house other than to go to the gym, which is not densely populated. So at this point in time, it's not super necessary for me to get, but if it is required to travel, I'm traveling next month, and I will be traveling all next year out of the country. When it's required, if it's required for that, I will go ahead and get it. I don't really think one way or the other. I do believe that we should definitely have a right to choose 100%. For anything in our lives. And now, granted, I hold a weird opinion that, drugs should be legal and everything should be pretty much legal within reason, because I believe in all freedom. Like, I believe that you should be able to do what you want when you want. And if, there's consequences for that, like, for example, me dying, then that's something I have to deal with later on. I believe that we should be able to choose. I'm pro-choice as hell. But then again, like I said, I will probably end up getting it whenever I need to travel. So I don't have a problem with it at all. So I feel like I hold a pretty normal opinion.
I have a pretty fucking hot take.
Let's do it, Boogie. Go.
Let's go viral. Hi, Reddit.
Hot take. Let's go.
Okay, so here's my fucking take. So when it came to my personal choice, I was excited to get the vaccine.
Me too.
My doctor and I'm very close with my doctor.
Yeah.
He has probably saved my life several times. I trust medical science. It's kept me alive. There's no reason I should fucking be alive at 47, as fat as I was, as sick as I was, and here I am. So when my doctor set me down and said, you need to get this shot, I said, yes, sir, we're going to get this fucking shot. But I'd already decided, right? And so that was an easy decision for me. I wanted to be around my friends again. I wanted to go back out in the world again. And I couldn't risk doing that because I'm too sick. It was a no-brainer for me. And I will go as far as to say that I will encourage others to get the vaccine.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think this is where I get in trouble. I think a patriot who loves this country would want to see this country vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I think if you love this country, you don't want it to have financial problems. You want things to go back to normal. Even if you knew it was a 1 in 10 shot, a 1 in 100 shot, you're going to fucking die the moment they injected you. A World War II fucking veteran would jump at the opportunity to save this country and save its people. And it bothers me a lot when I hear a patriot say, well, I'm not going to get vaccinated. I love this country, but I won't take a shot. I won't run the risk of something I don't understand. That confuses and upsets me.
Right.
Because I'm not even a patriot. I don't even particularly like this country that much. It's the place I live. I pay my taxes, but I'm not like crazy about it. I don't fly any flags or shit. And I'm still willing to do it.
And
so
I don't disagree at all. Like, I just think that people's freedom of choice should always be there, no matter what it is.
Right, 110%. Like, if you try to legislate, it has to happen for you to work. If it has to happen for you to be in public, I'll be the first one fucking protesting. I'll be right there with you, right? But I will still encourage everyone to please do it, because here's the thing that really, even if you don't give a shit about yourself, and look at me, I don't really give that big a shit about myself. I give a shit about somebody. I might get sick because I went to the grocery, because I went to the gym, because I didn't go to the gym, because I went to a convention, because I went to an arcade, because I went to buy magic cards, and I don't want to have gotten somebody else sick. So I got the vaccine as quick as I could. And it has the bonus side of, if I do catch one of these variants, I have a better chance of surviving it. So it's a plus.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So no, I don't disagree. I feel like a lot of people like to read between the lines and say, like, they like to jump to one extreme or the other. I just, as long as people can choose and not like be like held down and shit, I don't really care. Like,
it's such a fine line. Like somebody, when I say to somebody and I'm like, hey man, I really wish you would get that vaccine, what they hear is, oh, you're trying to make me do something I don't want to do, man. Right. No, man, I'm just like heavily encouraging you to do the research and like look at the same facts I did. And I think you're a reasonable person and I'm a reasonable person. So once you see it all, you'll probably make the same decision. Oh, you're calling me fucking stupid now? No, man, no.
I just think people are prone to argue. I think social media has made it where that people think they have to argue with each other. And I'm just not like that. I'm you know, I always like to refer to myself as an old guy, and you guys are way older than me. But I'm just saying, way older. We gotta stipulate that we gotta very disclaimer. They're way older than me. All the females. In the chat.
I am the old. We are the old fat fucks here. Yes.
All the females in the chat, they're way older. Come on, I can provide your young. Anyway, so no, I'm the
That's
same way.
cute. He thinks there's women watching this.
There's like 8%.
There's like 2. I literally have. I think I have a 3% female base. I think I've looked.
Dude, no, there's at least 20 chicks from my streams in here. I've already seen them. So
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, well, you have pecs and we have tits, so that's why.
Right.
I'm working towards it. I'm drinking a lot of whiskey tonight. So.
You are, Jesus Christ. All right, I know people want me to bring, because like here's one I went off on, and the stream is still up. Is I wasn't close with him, but I had a second cousin who was, I think, younger than you, Camelot. Actually,
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
in
I've
shape,
actually
no pre-existing. What were we gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I read about this in your tweet. Yeah. Go ahead.
No pre-existing conditions. Who got COVID and it fucking killed him.
Yeah.
I know people that work in the medical field, nurse practitioners, and they're in the front lines. They see it. And one of them was actually a vaccine skeptic until she read more data, and she's like, no, this is legit. The vaccine's legit. What I went off on was, I'll sit there and I'll say something about, well, that's because you're a fat fuck and this and that. I'm like, what are you going to say to the person who I know who is in medicine for a living, and she ran triathlons and got it and now has a heart condition? Like I said, I wasn't close with him. I don't want to over exaggerate my relationship with him, but he did. He caught it and he died. You know, so this myth that it's just, now I just saw there was a child, which scares the shit out of me as a dad, who was on a ventilator because of COVID. You know, so what I think bothers me the most is that when I bring up, oh, I'm pro-vaccine, I'm pro-science, it's like, oh, that's because you're fat, and that's because you're... Now, I'm not even talking on the internet. I'm talking in real fucking life. Fuck internet idiots. They're always going to be internet idiots. Like, when I have people that I know, and I won't go into specifics because I got a little too specific in my stream, admittedly, even though I didn't mention names. It's like, you're going to sit here and preach to me, but all I'm saying is, yo, I'm like, in real life, I'm just like, yeah, I'll get the vaccine. You're going to sit here and just... Then you're going to start messaging me because we talked at a barbecue, all these fucking conspiracy theory TikTok videos. No, I'm going to tell you to piss off and shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, why is it okay that you could preach at me, but if I lose my shit on you, well, I mean, granted, I lost my shit 10 times more, but that was a buildup. Like, all of a sudden, the thing I think that bothers me too is that everyone now has become a medical expert. And I think the thing that's crazy to me is when I read and hear these stories of when someone now who caught COVID, who was anti-vaccine and all this stuff, they're sitting there about to be put on a ventilator, probably not going to make it out, and then they're like, hey, I'll take that vaccine now, and the doctor's like, it's not how it works, chief.
Yeah, no shit.
It's not how it works. Like, we you know, hey, if you survive after the ventilator, you know, I think it's like 60 days. If you have COVID, 60 days, you have to wait to get the vaccine. That's different. But the vaccine's fucking preventative, bro. It's not a cure.
And I had a hot take on Twitter, and people seem to agree with it. But, like, what did you expect in a country where we don't practice preventative medicine because it's capitalistic, for pay, for profit health environment? Like, most people can't afford to practice preventative medicine. So now, for the first time in their lives, we're setting them down and saying, hey, you need to practice preventative medicine, and hell, we'll pay for it this one time. They're like, I don't fucking trust that. Why the fuck would I trust that? You've literally made me pay for it every other fucking time.
True. Yep.
And I can attest to that because I don't go. I'm one of those weird Southern dudes that don't go to the doctor ever for any reason. I could be dying, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna eat some chicken noodle soup and just chill in my bed. And that's how I am. I don't get sick very often though, so it's been a long time. It's been over a decade since the last time I got sick. But that's like exactly me. Like, I don't go to the doctor for any reason unless I'm dying. So I totally understand that viewpoint.
See, it's funny. I used to be that way. Then as I got older, probably because I am getting older now, if I don't like the way that my fart smells, I'm like already on the phone with my doctor. I'm like, yeah, my fart was a little more sulfurous than usual. Could you come sniff it for me?
Your farts are life or death, son.
Dude, I have such a close relationship with my doctor. We just fucking email each other all the time.
Oh, I know people like that too. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good way to be. I have
he's a good
friends
dude.
that they're like, they could like, all right, I have a question. I'm going to email my doctor, see what he thinks. I'm like, damn. Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. No, that's great.
He gave me some shit because during 2020, I had social distance. I mean, I hadn't had any friends come over. I hadn't hung out with anybody. I haven't gone to anywhere. I literally spent almost 4 months, 5 months in the house. And I had a friend in St. Louis who wanted to hang out. And so I said, fuck it. I'm going to St. Louis. I invited this girl I knew. We went to St. Louis together and we social distanced. We wore our masks. We did the whole 9 yards, hand sanitizer the whole time. Right. And just did some pretty basic travel shit, did a couple of museums, hung out at the hotel a lot. And I got home and then my next doctor meeting, he's like, hey, I saw you went to St. Louis. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, why? Are you like trying to die, man?
Oh shit.
And I'm like, no, he's like, Steve, if you get this shit, it's going to kill you. You need to understand that. You have an enlarged heart, you have asthma, you're morbidly obese, you're 46. It's just going to kill you. Wow. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I spent the next 6 months doing nothing.
Yeah. And that's that's the thing too, is that, you know, I think it frustrates me. I mean, look, we've lost weight, but still we're fat. And people, like, whenever I talk about COVID, they're like, oh, you're just worried about it because you're fat. I'm like, no, motherfucker. I'm talking about other people. I haven't caught COVID, thank God. And I'm also vaccinated now. But I'm talking about people who are like the pinnacle of health, who either caught it or are in the field and see it, who are talking about this. This is like, because I was on his show, and I bring him up, Alan Roberts. Look, he's a YouTuber. I could talk about him. And he's like all anti, and he's like, oh, you know, it's if you're overweight, it's really, that's it. I'm like, you're putting out misinformation, telling people that, look, man, if you're in shape, that you're gonna be just fine. Like, I have literal evidence. It's been to my doorstep, or at least to people that I know that are like what you're describing, that are healthy, quote unquote, that it affected them. Like, now there's some of the people that were healthy now have, one of them, like I said, died. Another one has a heart condition now that will probably never go away. And you're saying that, look, man, if you're in shape, don't worry, like, to a degree, don't worry about it. I'm paraphrasing, those aren't his words. And I'm like, that's not responsible to do. You're not a physician. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where I lost it on the stream the other, and I still don't apologize for losing it. Sorry, I'm not sorry about it, for everyone who's thinking I'm going to apologize.
Wait, did you stream with Alan?
No, I didn't stream with him.
Okay, gotcha. Because I for a while there, I was pretty friendly with Alan, and he helped me get down to about 330, and was like, really, was an excellent trainer. You know, and then the whole COVID thing happened, and like when he would talk to me, he's like, you need to take this stuff very seriously, Boogie. You're not a very healthy person. Please be very careful. But then I would like tune into Instagram and see him saying what he was saying there, and I didn't always agree with it, and I had to basically like mute him on everything, because I couldn't, I wanted to have a trainer and I wanted to have a friend, and I couldn't handle both. I couldn't reconcile them both. And in my mind, it was causing cognitive dissonance. So I don't agree with a lot of the things that Alan says when it comes to COVID and stuff. But, you know, then I here's something I often say. I don't know that I know shit. I believe that the scientists are right. I believe what I've been told is correct. I'm perfectly willing to find out a year from now that I was the one that was wrong. And like, I don't know that I know better. I don't think I know better than anybody. I do think it's better to listen to the science, and it's better to listen to the doctors and the scientists personally. But hey, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking stupid.
That's my saying, is that I believe in science. I never say that I blindly trust science. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
You know, like, believe me, I know the pharmaceutical industry is shady as shit. I always before COVID, I always fucking said that. But I just feel like this isn't the fight. Now, if you want to go to them trying to hand out opiates like they were candy for like at a certain time, yes, that's a fight to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you have a pimple on your leg that itches. Here's an OxyContin. Like, no, but it is what it is, man. It's just frustrating that, you know, and you know what, like you guys said too, I blame kind of blame the same industry that's trying to help us now, because like you said before, Boogie, they're for profit, and now it's like you built this distrust, and the government too. You've built this distrust by being unethical and being profit driven, and now you're getting frustrated because people don't trust you or don't believe in you. You created this fucking monster.
By making billions with a B, hundreds of billions off of the opioid pandemic, motherfuckers, that you created. I don't know if you guys watched last week tonight, but I watched this. I'm fucking mad after watching this latest one. And my mom was addicted to that shit. She wasn't on oxys and stuff, but she was addicted to painkillers, and that's why I am terrified to take them. I won't take anything stronger than a tramadol or a gabapentin, and I will not, between me and death, I will not fucking get on. I won't take a fucking hydrocodone because I saw what it did to my fucking mom, and that shit is not to be fucked with, man. And of course I don't trust those people, but at the end of the day, like I don't know, they're saying the right shit to me to have me get a vaccine, to social distance. Hey, you're helping other people by getting the vaccine as well as yourself. Okay, I like helping other people. All right, I'll do the thing. Keep in mind, no child in the country under the age of 12 is allowed to be vaccinated right now. I don't want a kid to get a lifelong condition because they got COVID, because I was at fucking Disneyland, right? And like somebody pointed out earlier, yes, I can still transmit the disease while I have the vaccine. That's why I'm still going to social distance. That's why I'll wear a mask, and the people who ask me to wear a mask, I'll put it on. I don't give a shit. So it's just, I don't wear underwear, so I feel like it's +1. It's easy to wear a mask because I'm freeballing it, But,
I'm going to start wearing a mask again, too.
The thing is, if one of the side effects was having like a 12-inch penis, I would be the first in damn line right now.
Oh God!
And I'd have a 4-inch penis if that was the case. And the thing is, like, this is very important. This is a very important point in this stream. I am quite smashed. So
good.
That's why I said that.
Good.
No,
I just wanted to interject in the conversation.
Xanax is not banned in the States. Someone asked that. Xanax is not banned in the States. I know that.
Oh, I know. Like there's a person I know. I'm not going to say their name or even their gender because I'm afraid people are going to freak out. But there's a person I know who like does bars of Xanax. I didn't even know what a bar was. But like she's strung the fuck out. I probably shouldn't have said she, but
I still don't know what a bar is. So
it's one of the ways that like it's literally looks like a bar that you could split and like you could break it so you could pop a certain amount of it. That's like the OG way. I think those were actually a legit way they sold them initially. Now they're like pills or whatever. But yeah, Xanax is all those, man. Benzodiazepines and opiates. Once you're but again, though, as I said, they're very addictive, and physicians were handing them out like candy, and the pharmaceutical industry was pushing them. But there was a guy, I always bring this up, my audience knows, and they're probably like, Rich, shut the fuck up. You always say the saying, but it's true. It was a comedian that was on Joe Rogan, said this, is that just because a drug is overprescribed doesn't mean it shouldn't be prescribed at all.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting video that was done on OxyContin where they show like disasters, and then they showed on the other side where people where it really helped them, and they're like, now I'm getting screwed though because it helped with my pain, I didn't abuse it, and now they're like cutting me off from it, and now I'm suffering. They did the wrong thing, but it helped me. So there's this fine line that we have to, and it sucks, man. It does.
Yeah, I say I won't take anything stronger than a tramadol or a gabapentin. But I guess if my pain really ever got so bad that those weren't helping at all anymore, they don't knock it out, but they help. If I got to a point where that wasn't even helping, I would be glad that Oxy existed. Maybe, I don't know. There's a certain point, like maybe you're in hospice. Oxy's real good for a hospice person. Don't have to worry about the addiction. You're fucking dying anyway. Give them the good shit.
Yeah, like at that point, it's like I'm fucking sadly gonna be gone in 6 months. I might as well just be stoned out of my mind for the rest of it.
Right, exactly. No shit. And so thank God it exists for those people. But yeah, they shouldn't have been prescribing it to fucking teenagers that broke their shoulder. Fuck.
But they should just give them an edible. Dude, I had an edible recently.
Hell yeah.
It looked like a brownie, all right, obviously. And I was eating on it. I'd eat one bite, and I'm talking a small bite, like every hour. I got to like hour 3 or 4. And I was like, maybe I'm just not susceptible to the edibles. And I ate
Worst
half of
mistake
this.
ever.
Dude, I ate half of this brownie, and all I remember was being in the shower with this girl and laughing so hard that I could barely like breathe, and then like waking up in a bed like laughing and like flashing images through my mind, and then I woke up the next day. It's pretty intense.
Welcome. Like, now I've learned, so I know how to control it, but welcome to fucking edibles. Because the thing is, like, when you smoke weed, which I don't do, but I used to in the past, like, you kind of know how it's hitting you. It's still not like alcohol. Like, if you take a shot, you know what to expect. You take 3, you know what to expect. It still kind of could creep up on you. But edibles is like, oh, man, I'm fine. And that's it. And the next thing you know, the room is like, and it's like your legs feel like they're made of lead. And it's like, oh, no, man. And it's not. And it lasts for a while, too. Like, that's your world for, like, let's say the next 4 hours. So, yeah, you got to be careful with edibles, especially because it's probably going to be legalized on a federal level, like, any year now.
I'm surprised it's not.
I'm surprised.
I'm shocked it's not.
Yeah. Especially with New York getting on board. New York's going to have the, where it's going to be legally, recreationally in 2022. They just passed the legislation for it. But you know what it is? My conspiracy with that is that some corporation's trying to find out a way to monopolize it.
Yep.
That's what they did in Arkansas. I don't know if you know that, but the way we got it passed for medicinal, that basically the only law that managed to get on the books allowed one corporation to fucking dispense it in this country or in this state.
Yeah, so it's a monopoly. They're looking for, like, who is the cigarette manufacturer? Someone just told me this. I found out it was accurate that, like, the cigarette manufacturer, I think it's Marlboro or something like that, was saying that, like, cigarettes should be outlawed in like 10 years or something like that, or whatever. I don't know if it's 100% right, but I'm like, I bet you, because they're probably behind the scenes trying to figure out how to get a stranglehold on weed.
Yep.
That's why. Like, why would a corporation come out and shoot themselves in the foot and say, yeah, our product we want to have banned, unless they had a backup plan because they knew the shit was changing? Come on.
I will say, I would never condone illegal drug use. Like, that's not something I would recommend anybody. Don't ruin your life over marijuana, right? But if you can get your medical card and you think it could help, wow, did it help? Because one of the reasons, Rich, I don't fucking have these horrible tweet storms that I used to fucking have is because when I'm at that level of anxiety, when I'm at that level of in my fucking head, I go to bed. I don't care if it's 6 p.m. Fuck it. I'm going to bed and I'm going to take some edibles. And I'm going to set down my phone and I'm going to boot up Magic or Binding of Isaac or a fucking show like The Office or Kim's Convenience and just like fucking be high and relax and pet my dog. And yeah, I tend to eat like shit on those nights, but I eat like shit most of the time anyway. And it helps so much. And the craziest thing about it is after a lifetime 45 fucking years of PTSD nightmares, the moment I close my eyes to the moment I wake up from a fucking panic attack, nothing but nightmares. I have dreamless sleep when I eat my edibles. Dreamless sleep. It's like an angel came down from the fucking heavens and said, today there's no fucking drug in the world that had ever done that for me. No fucking fucking psychotic, no fucking relaxation drugs, no fucking painkiller. Nothing took away those fucking nightmares the way marijuana did. I can't fucking believe that shit. I pay $50 for a box of fucking edibles at my dispensary that lasts me 6 months, man. And it's a fucking miracle. Holy shit. I can't believe it.
That's what candy corn does for me.
Candy corn?
I don't know about y'all, but candy corn, this is a very strong subject matter. Candy corn's the shit. And that's something that needs to be mandated. Candy corn.
What the fuck?
Dude, I love
candy corn. Is
that
like,
shit's delicious. One of my favorite.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Good.
Oh,
I like them.
Those little pumpkins, dude.
Oh fuck! Put them inside
all
me,
those
please.
pumpkins, man.
I like them, but after like a handful, that it just my mouth it just tastes like just sugar. Like
bullshit, dude. I will get a box of that fucking autumn mix, the bag of autumn mix at Walmart that has like 3,000 calories in it, and even today, even after gastric bypass syndrome, gastric bypass surgery, even though I know I'm gonna get dumping syndrome and I'm gonna shit 9 times that night, I will fucking eat half that bag.
Same.
Sometimes the entire fucking.
Dude, I ate one 2 days ago.
yeah.
a whole damn
how the fuck are you
5-pound
finding
bag.
them in August?
Dude, a special order, man. You can get them off Amazon right now.
Oh,
My asshole's spreading for both of you. Just
Hell
talking
yeah,
about
dude.
it right now.
hey, speaking of spreading assholes, I wanted to talk about this Keemstar shit tonight. But Rich, I want your opinion. I want your fucking opinion.
I know what you're gonna ask me, but continue.
So Keemstar is dating a 20-year-old woman, and he's
What?
39, and the
What?
internet's fucking mad about it.
What?
I don't. Who gives a shit? That's what I said last night. People asked me about it. I'm like, who gives a shit? It's legal and it's two consenting adults. I don't fucking care.
They're mad
I-
because they can't. is
So
what
I
it
had
is.
Trish Paytas coming at me on Twitter because I made a joke, and I think this joke was fired. It was a pretty obvious joke, but some people took it serious. I think Trish was one of them. But I said, hey, people are talking about the fact that I dated a 20-year-old when I was 44. But I want you guys to keep in mind, mentally and emotionally, I'm like 14. That bitch was robbing the cradle. And that's funny, right?
Yeah,
Like Trish took that super serious, and she's like, a woman under the age of 25 can't fucking make decisions like that because their brains aren't fully formed.
What?
But at the same time, Trish is on OnlyFans, which is a website that lets 18-year-old girls sell pictures of their pussies to the same older fucking men. So I don't understand. Like, pick a fucking lane, Trish. Like, no, I know Trish went through some shit with her older sugar daddy dude she dated. I get it. I know that guy was a piece of shit, but that doesn't mean I treated anybody else like a piece of shit. I only knew this girl for like 10 weeks. We went on like 9 dates, dude.
Wait.
I didn't
Trish,
fucking.
And I don't know her that well, but Trish Paytas doesn't seem like the most stable person on the planet. So
It's so frustrating because I've loved Trish. I've watched so much of what she's done over the years. When she was on Frenemies, it's the only time I ever watched much of Ethan's podcasts. And then she fucking is mad at me because I dated a 20-year-old and because I'm defending Keemstar's right to choose and that 20-year-old girl's right to choose. It doesn't make it. And like, I get it. I wish Trish would just say, but I think she means, which is, Boogie, I don't want you dating a 20-year-old girl because I don't trust you. And I don't want Keemstar dating a 20-year-old girl because I don't trust Keemstar. If that's what you're saying, that's one thing. I'd fucking say, I get that. Shit, people think I'm a piece of shit. So I get why you don't trust me. But she's saying a 23-year-old girl can't make the decision to be with a 35-year-old man.
Yeah, and
what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm 110% with you on that because okay, yeah, look, I get it, like that 18-year-old thing where she was like, yeah, I have a rape, never again. But when is and obviously, like, look, I get it. This 20-year-old and Keemstar, it's not going to be a truly romantic relationship. Let's just keep it real.
Oh, I'm gonna have a real hard opinion on that because the 20-year-old girl that I dated steamrolled me and asked for money after we broke up, and when she didn't get it, she made a video saying that I was emotionally abusive to her and trap her in my home and all this other crazy shit.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Keemstar is going. That video's still up on YouTube. I've had the opportunity to take it down. I leave it up because I think anyone with a fucking brain who watches it is going to absolutely see that she complains about money for 9 of the 10 minutes of the video because that's what she was mad about. But whatever. Something similar is going to happen to Keem. I guarantee it. And if not, Keem is probably going to say or do something to really upset this girl at some point and hurt her feelings. Like, it's probably going to end in disaster. Probably.
Oh,
but that's their fucking decision to make. That's their fucking decision to make.
And he gets to clap a youngin. But the thing is, so Trish says she doesn't think women under 25 can make that conscious decision.
Yeah, she said that the brain, according to sociologists, those
25 years old for both. I thought it was men and women. 25
yeah, it's men and women, right?
That's pretty based. That's pretty based.
But I don't know.
Honest.
I maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know that Trish is, but maybe she's seen the research and I don't fucking know. And like, I'm willing to give her the credit, but hey, I think if you're old enough to die for this fucking country, you're old enough to
just
suck
took the
Keemstar's
words out
dick.
of my mouth.
You can suck Keemstar's dick if you can take a fucking bullet. You can take Keemstar's load.
Dude, I do that right. I do that right now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Keemstar's pretty attractive. I don't know. I probably, I take some of that toothpaste that Boogie was putting out.
That's what I was saying though. Like, okay, so she's 20, he's 39. Obviously, it's not going to be a depth. They're just fucking. I get it.
No conversations.
But when is it? Like, okay, do we go to 21? Do we go to 25? Like, when is it? And here's the thing. You just said, you could die for this country. At 21, you could buy alcohol, and they're going to make weed when it's 21, when it's recreational. when does it fucking stop? Like, when are we gonna like have the age of consent be fucking 30? You know what I mean? Like, there has to be a point where you are an adult and you're making choices. They try,
like,
you know.
I'm gonna be 110% honest with you. I dated one girl who was 20, and that's it. I was done. Like, after that shit happened, I have no interest in going back to that well. That was fucking not great. Now a woman who's like 27, 30, 33, oh, that's my wheelhouse. I'm fucking all over that right now. And that's probably pretty creepy because I'm 47. I get it. But at the same fucking time, I find 27-year-old women who like Smash Brothers and anime fucking attractive. And that's okay.
Dude, I was dating she had just turned 20 when I was like 28. Like year-old, like model girl, from where I'm from. She was from California. She moved here. Chick was hotter than anything ever, but goddamn, she crazy as hell. No, like she just get angry over everything, and she's like, for my birthday, I want a Michael Kors, and it's got to be authentic, and this is the one I want. And I'm like, I will get you the fakest damn Michael Kors ever. And to be honest, I ain't gonna get you anything, to be honest, because we're not in a relationship. Dude, I could never date a 20-year-old. I don't understand it, dude.
No, I couldn't.
Like,
either.
what the hell?
Yeah.
God, they are like void of anything in life. They're like, their whole interest, like her interest was watching Netflix and drinking wine.
I think I'm quoting Joe Rogan here, but he said, he's like, yeah, it's legal to date an 18-year-old girl, but why the fuck would you? Because an 18-year-old girl knows only 3 things, and she's wrong about all fucking 3 of them.
Yep. Raise the voting age to 47. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. That's why we have so much turmoil in the world, is because 18-year-old females can vote. Hot take. Disclaimer. I'm drunk. This is a joke.
Somebody in chat says women like the Keemstar's lawn gnome beard. I wonder if he goes down on girls. I wonder what that feels like.
Oh, you know he does.
Tickling her fucking butthole.
I see it in his face, dude. You can see it in his face that he's all about that shit.
Dude,
I don't think I would get into a relationship with like a 25-year-old woman. I mean, this would probably age badly, because if a 25-year-old woman is willing to put up with my shit, who knows what'll happen, right? But I'm not sure these days at 47 I would want to be in like a full-on relationship with a girl, pay bills together, live in a house together. I don't want to do that with anybody right now. But you know, I don't see what's the problem with like going to Disneyland and hanging out and going to the movies and like hooking up occasionally. I don't see the problem with doing that with somebody.
I would date someone in their mid to late 20s. I would.
I would clap, they're an adult. Dude. I'll clap anybody. You know,
there's something else I'll say. Okay, I'm telling you, I don't want to date a 20-year-old. But if a 20-year-old showed up at my front door tomorrow, I was like, "Hey, I really think you're great. I would like to put my cheeks on you." I'm probably going to have some issues.
Clap.
Look at me, motherfucker. Yeah. Do you think I got a lot of choices? I'm not walking to the Playboy Mansion and taking my fucking pick. I got to find a woman who will put up with my shit. Okay? Do you have any idea how fucking rare that is? Any woman on the planet that looks at this fucking train wreck and says, I'm going to get on top of that shit. I'm going to climb Mount fucking Boogie and let him do terrible shit to me. That I don't care if she's fucking 20. I don't care if she's 90. I'm just fucking glad that she's willing to let me fucking smash, dude.
Boogie will go down on Betty White, confirmed.
Oh, straight up, Betty White, Golden Girls. She was
that dude.
She was gorgeous when she was young. All kidding aside,
I'm doing that for the clout, though. Yeah, I'm doing that for the clout. I will pull back the folds, baby, for the clout.
Oh my God. Chris, hello, you sexy mans. Thank you, Mr. Pete. Chris Chan was right. The merge is here. Oh God, Chris, you had to bring up Pandora's box.
God.
You know what's going. We'll go into it. Fuck. You know what? You heard the whole backstory potentially. Of what's going.
How in the fuck did that story get weirder?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Chris Chan. They've already raped their mother multiple times. Like, I knew that the Chris Chan story was going to end tragically. Like, I was talking to Blackbuster Critic about it. We knew.
We all did.
We knew. But raping their mother. Like,
no, you could never predict.
No, I could not have predicted that.
And now it's coming out that she might have been manipulated into doing it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! And a woman who boiled gerbil alive.
Oh my God!
And the thing
what the fuck am I looking at?
Before you find out all the other like, you look at it like, oh wow, she's kind of cute, but then you find like, oh my God, she's a fucking sociopath who's insane, who has rotten toes. Like,
I'd hit it.
dude.
I'd clap it. I don't even care. No, dude. Back when I worked at GameStop for 11 years, you guys know, and
Yeah.
man, we had emails after emails when Chris Chan pepper sprayed that guy over the Sonic standee back in the day because like its boots were not the right color. I don't really remember, but we had we had so many emails about how to prevent that kind of thing, as if Chris Chan's going to come in all my damn stores. I could have never predicted what would have happened next. And then I was watching your stream the other day, and you were talking about the girl that was manipulating them. I'd still clap. I'm gonna put that out there. Disclaimer, full discllaimer, guys.
No,
If you get a
stop
chance-
it. No,
If you get a chance to
no.
stick your dick in crazy, do it. You're probably gonna
No.
lose your dick.
Rich is like, no, dude, please.
She's like, because I always bring up like how you'll see like these big breakups like between like a FaZe Clan and like the gorgeous girlfriend there, and all these guys who like follow the FaZe Clan dude are like, what's wrong with you, she's so hot. I'm like, you see this right now on surface level, this psycho that did this to Chris Chan allegedly, this is why like it's not worth it. You're better off with a fleshlight. No, like no,
Dude, Rich, a fleshlight won't climb on top of you and threaten to kill you halfway through it. That's the fun.
Dude, and I will instantly, dude. That's all it takes. She says that, I'm done.
Oh yeah, she's getting that Colgate all between her.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
bad.
dude, she will boil a damn gerbil. Dude, she'll finish me in 4 seconds. You can already tell.
Dude, she's like the next thing. Like I heard that now she's
Experience.
going to get expelled from the school, and they're doing supposedly all this is, and they're doing like an investigation. She's going to be like the next like real life female Hannibal Lecter at this point.
I'm gonna
If
say
this is
something.
real.
I want to say something that's gonna give me some serious fucking shit right now. But listen,
Oh,
I've
God.
had my arguments with Kiwi Farms in the past, and I think it's fair, and I think we understand why. But God bless you for doing the Lord's work when it came to this Chris Chan shit,
Yeah,
and when it came to
seriously.
exposing this woman for what she is. And like, here's the thing: I have a take. Okay, we know through quantum physics that observing some particles changes those particles, and I think that's triply true when it comes to human beings. Like, if a human being knows they're being observed, that affects your mental health, that affects how you act, that affects who and what you are. And Chris is the most observed motherfucker on the planet, right? The most documented human to probably ever fucking live. Okay, and that certainly meant his story ended more tragically than it had to. Now, at the end of the day, what Chris did was super fucked up, and fuck that guy. I'm not defending him.
Horrifying.
You know, fuck himself, right? Or herself, I should say. Like, but at the same fucking time, had people left them the fuck alone back in the day, I don't think it would have come to this nightmarish hell. And now we have this girl Bella saying, oh, I'm the best troll in the world. She's one of them. And I know Kiwi Farms is only supposed to watch and not interact, but some people that are on those boards choose to interact, and Bella might very be one of those types of people. I don't fucking know. And at the end of the fucking day, those are the problem. Those people are the problem. The pointing and laughing guys, that's fine, do that. It's the theory crafters, the misinformation spreaders, the people that get involved, the people that fuck with people, the people that hurt people. And that definitely happened to Chris. And that sucks. Now, also, fuck Chris. I'm not here to defend Chris.
That's what I say too. Yeah, like I don't want anyone to. The only thing I'll say is the reason I'm like 2% easier on him is because I remember seeing it. Like, I would make a video like the boyfriend-free girl thing that he did as a joke.
Oh God, that's so funny.
But the thing is,
laughed
what
so
I
hard
always
in the
remember
day.
looking like I can't look at that shit and laugh anymore because I mean I back then I'm like, wow, though, you know what? As funny as this is, he's not being ironic. Like, he really thought that was going to get him a woman. And for someone who's that gone, I'm like, this is going to be a train wreck someday.
At the time, I've been watching The Office recently. At the time, I took him as like a Michael Scott, right? Like lovable, but just not self-aware. And then after certain events, I stopped feeling that way. And now we're here. And I'm glad I stopped feeling that way all that time ago, you know? But back in the day when it was like girlfriend, boyfriend, free girl, and he's sitting at a McDonald's with this little sign, I was like so tickled.
Yeah,
now,
but now you
fuck.
look, and you look back. Or remember when he was on Opie and Anthony? He wasn't on there, but they had the clip was where he would ingest his own sperm because he didn't want to waste it. Remember that? Yeah.
That actually sounds kind of intelligent. I've never thought of that before.
It's kind of giving me a gag reflex where I may hurl on my iPad right now. But
That could increase your testosterone, dude.
No.
I've never even thought about that
Oh.
before.
You've never thought about eating your own jizz?
No, Boogie, what the hell? No, I've not.
I mean, we've all thought it. We don't do it, right?
I don't think we've all thought it.
Right?
No,
like
I
you've
mean,
never,
I-
you've
I-
never
I had-
looked.
I had the unfortunate heart where I said that story before.
Yeah, Rich has
I
already
knocked
done
it on
it.
my own chin.
But I mean, like at some point when you were a teenager, you didn't look at your hand to be like, I wonder what that tastes like. And then later in life, after a girl swallowed, you were like, what did I make her do? I wonder what this tastes like.
Just because Rich does that doesn't mean we have to think the same.
I mean, you know, I thought it.
Rich is all about
I
that.
thought this is my thought.
Like, I
process.
feel bad when, like, if you know, a woman will. I remember a couple times where I'm like, "Oh, you want?" Like, she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, like, really? That's God, but fine. I'm not complaining. Finish. You go ahead."
My thought process was my girlfriend in high school and college, she liked to let me finish in her mouth. And at some point I just thought, man, I wonder, she said it didn't taste great, but she didn't mind. And I'm like, I wonder what I'm doing to that poor girl. And I thought about it. I never did. I couldn't do it. I had the idea, but I fucking I have no clue.
Dude,
it could taste like fucking candy right now.
I'm telling you, 2017, when I was going ham through the Tinder escapades, there were some girls that like they had to have that, and I'm like, please don't do this to yourself. And they'd be like, no, give it to me. And I'm like, please no. And they would just like take it, and they would literally like shot it like a damn shot, like a double shot, and just gulp it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, I love it. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Who hurt you?
The rapper, I got two stories. One, the rapper Cameron. I always remember he was on MTV, and he's like, I was with this one girl, and she took the condom off of me, and she drank it down. She emptied that shit out in her mouth. And I was like, oh. And I always remember, because I had a music studio back in the day. It was someone that I work with, and it was like in a storage garage. I had a music studio set up, and it was weird because she was like, we had another one. We had nothing in common. She's like, hi, let's just sit here and talk about art paintings and politics, and then I'm going to suck your cock. I'm like, okay. But we went so, yeah, it was just so strange. Like, we had nothing, but she was like really into it, and like, that was the best blowjob I ever got. And I was like, wait, you're like, because I was telling her out of courtesy, like, I'm about to finish. And she was like, I know. And she's just like, I want it. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's just weird that, okay, it's something that they want, I guess. Sure.
Yeah. You know, I think so. Being a man who's 47, the very first girl I was with was very adventurous, and she liked porn, right? And then a couple of the women that I was with after her, not naming any names, but they were a little less adventurous, right? A little more traditional and more conservative in that regard. And I think it's because Danny, my first girlfriend, really liked pornography that she wanted to act like she was in a fucking porn. And now we have an entire generation of women who've grown up where porn was pretty normalized. And they've certainly seen it, and they probably think that we want them to act like the women in the pornos do, which is not particularly appealing to me one way or the other. I'm just glad to be here, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can slap me in the face and call me fatty. I'm just glad you're here. But they're like, oh, the girls in there, they like it all over the face. Why do you like it on your face? You don't want it on your face. Why are you pretending you want it on your face?
Man,
I don't know in the video.
I think they have taught themselves, dude, because like I said, when I was going ham, like half the chicks are like, please, like on the face. And I'm like, I don't feel like comfortable with this at all.
I'm actually going to, I don't think it's that deep. I just think that some people really get off on that. Like, that's at least from my experience. Like, nah, I just, you know, you could explode on my tits. I want you to. I'll be pissed off if you actually don't. Okay. So I'm not going to, it's okay.
I had a rule before I had some money. That if a woman went to a bedroom with me, whatever she wanted to try, if it wasn't involving my butthole, I would consider trying it. And the weirdest thing I ever did was blood play. And
no.
So, yeah.
I'll see y'all. We got to end this.
What? She cut me, which I can take a knife. I got stabbed as a kid. So she cut my skin and she played with my blood, and that was a sexual turn on for her.
No,
that's a red flag. That's like,
it's a huge red flag. Yeah, she was like super crazy. Yeah.
That's like 8 red flags mixed into one giant ass red flag.
She was the feeder too, so she was the one who wanted to get me up to like 1,000 pounds by feeding me. Yeah.
Oh, that's even more red flags.
She had issues. Whoa,
she had a lot of issues,
like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, call me a, you know, Dr. Phil right now, but wow.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I never had anything like that. Like I've brought up this story before where this girl I knew in college, like the first time she wanted to hook up with me, she did not want me to wear a condom, and she had her period, and I was like, no. So that, yeah.
As a teenager, I didn't mind getting my red flags. In fact, I was kind of proud of it. My red wings, I should say. But as an adult, I don't want to do that anymore. I won't.
I like not catching HIV, so I said no.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's.
And I remember she was so pissed off. Some of you know the story, and she was like, she put on her clothes. She was all angry. She goes up the stairs of my place, and she was like, "Now I have to go home and masturbate." I'm like, "Sucks for your hands and sheets. That's fine."
Did you tell her you didn't want HIV? Because that would be pretty. That'd be pretty mean to say to somebody.
Well, dude, obviously, if she thought I was gonna raw dog her with her on that, she probably didn't give a shit. She was
I mean, in that situation, I would resort to putting a cotton cork in there and like getting her off with my hand. You know, I'd do that, and then like maybe get some rolling in return.
No, dude, when blood, no. Especially because I didn't really know her. Like, we had classes together. She, like, I like my dicks. My dicks. I have multiple dicks now. I like my one small dick to not have warts on it. So, that's just me. I like.
Dude, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of that wart.
Dude, a wart on my dick would be 90% of what's left of my dick at that point.
We've all been there.
That's true with me too.
We've all been there.
Yeah, so that was like if that was a big red flag, I remember that. She would never talk to me again after that too. She was really mad. How dare I not want to,
Beal in chat asked, Boogie, are you into girls spitting in your mouth? And the answer is no, but I did.
Okay,
I was with a girl who wanted me to spit in her mouth, and I did it one time, and I'm like, I don't get the appeal. And she's like, it's fucking hot.
Oh no. Okay, I'll get back.
What is wrong with people? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with these girls, man. Like, just spit in my mouth. Just spit in my mouth, please.
Like, I'm pretty sex positive. I think if somebody's not getting hurt, like, do whatever the fuck feels good and do whatever the fuck you want to do, and like, just get off, right? Like, have fun. And if you have a consenting adult and they want to do it with you, like, fucking go for it, right? But like, at the same time, it just confuses the shit out of me.
Yeah, I would not spit in anybody's mouth.
Yeah, I don't know why it's fun. I don't know why it's fun, but I guess it is.
No, I'll spit in my boy's mouth all day.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, straight up. Man.
Like we'll be doing a LAN party for Halo, and I'll spit in a mouth or two.
Oh, I'll spit in their asshole so the poop slides out easier. I'm just there to be friendly.
Well, that's because you're just trying to help your friends out when they're dealing with
right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The girls are gross. They have cooties.
Right. That was what World War II was all about. And like, I would never. Not a female. No, dude. Females are gross. I don't know. You've been married, man. I tell you what, females are gross as hell.
They are, man.
You'll be walking around. There's like biological chemicals and shit on the floor. Why is this here?
Fuck. And God, and they insist on talking. Oh God,
that's the worst.
Get back in your cage,
please, girl. No.
I know I'm probably like 40 seconds, but that's like I don't understand some guy on Howard Stern, who his thing is he's like, I just like when hot women throw up on me.
Oh, why? What?
Yeah, dude,
I don't.
Dude, and I always bring this up too. It's another cliche, but I'm sure you guys didn't hear it. There was that show that used to be on HBO where they followed around like women escorts, and she's like this one guy. Like we would go to this nice hotel room, and he would just hand me a plate. He would have a fork and knife, and he would want me to take a dump on the plate, and he would just eat it like he was eating a fillet.
What the hell?
Christ!
Like I don't. And a prostitute, like that she's taking a shit on a plate for you. She may have been you don't know what the hell else she's doing. You're eating her fecal matter.
Wow, she literally did anal that morning.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh my God.
Oh God, Jesus God.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm pretty fucking vanilla. You know what my kink is? An attractive woman who will let me fuck her. That's my kink. And she doesn't have to be that attractive. Honestly, it's more the second part.
Yeah, I'm pasty with floppy man titties. Like, yeah, hey, but I actually find you attractive. Okay.
Dude, my kink is a girl that's like 6'3".
Really?
Dude,
Are you
really?
like taller?
I will go get a ladder right damn now. I don't know what it is, dude. I had this chick one time I was hanging out with. She was like 6'1", dude. Oh my god, she just like climbed on top of me, and I was like, ah, shit. I'll be right back.
You just like give her a hug, and you're getting suffocated by titties.
Oh
That's
god, please just punch me right in the groin. Oh fuck.
Boy, again, I'm gonna get myself in some trouble here. But not only do I like women 25, 35 in the neighborhood, I have not found a larger woman attractive. And I don't mean like short or tall, I mean like heavy. I have not looked at like a 200-pound plus woman again. And that's because most of the women I dated in my life are like 200 plus pounds, right? And now I look at like a 200-pound woman and I'm like, that's not for me anymore. And like, I'm not saying never say never, right? Like I'm gonna, if you're an interesting person and you're fun to hang out with, you have things in common, you're probably gonna hook up and have some fun, even if you're 200 pounds, right? But like at the same time, I think it's just because I don't know. Since my divorce, I've just not found a larger woman attractive. It's weird.
Dude,
I feel like a fucking hypocrite.
I will wear them out, son.
I like
Really?
curvy. I like her. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't give a damn what they look like, as long as they're not like a stick or something. Other than that, dude, I don't give it. Well, now we got to draw a line. If they're like, if it starts with a 4, I might not be able to go that route because I'm only rocking an inch and I won't be able to do anything with that. But I'm telling you, dude, I love. There's something about them. If they're like, if their fat deposits are in the right place and they're like, they like 220. Oh, dude, I tell you what, there's something about it.
Oh, right now, like if I'm building the perfect woman, I want like a large B, small C, because most of the women I had been with had cartoonishly large breasts. Like from the first girl to the last girl, like I just like fucking needing the special order bras kind of tits.
I like big titties. I like big natural titties. They gotta
yeah.
I don't like fake boobs are not my thing.
The bolt-ons are fine. I'm happy with the bolt-ons. The way I look at
bolt-ons, the bolt-on.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's talking about putting a new tire on.
What
his
is this?
car.
Right.
Is this a cold air intake boogie? What the hell?
The way I look at the fake tits is if it gives her self-esteem, then that's great. I'm happy for her, and like I don't mind it. But if I had to pick, I would prefer you just to have whatever your natural state is. Like even if it's a small B or whatever, that's fine. I just rather natural. But
I'm all about some boobies, but I'm an ass guy, and specifically where the ass meets the lower back. I don't know what the hell that is about, but dude, I'm walking around with just a diamond all
what
the
about?
time.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Diamond, walking around with a diamond.
I know what you. If you ever been with a woman with just the smallest little butt, so that you can kind of just pretty much see everything, like not even a big, like a small little handful of butt. That's so hot for me.
As long as it's proportional. If they're like 4'11" and they weigh 98 pounds, then I'm like, yeah, get on it, doggone it. Because it makes my pee, which is tiny, look like a monster. But
That's a good point. Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I've been with girls though, like that 6'2" girl, and I was, clapping from behind, and I looked like I was rocking like a pinky. So that was the only drawback to that situation.
I mean, tall girls are hot, short girls are hot, every girl's hot.
Oh yeah, dude. Like every girl needs a little bit of that clapping.
The only thing I am like, and this has happened to me where they have what I call jump rope titties. Now this girl was good looking girl, perfect shape. I was kind of like, wow, what the hell are you doing with me? But she took off her bra and they were just, and they weren't big, but they were just like, literally you could use them as jump ropes. I'm like, what happened? It looked like they were chewed on like gum, and I'm like, oh god, I can't like. Yeah.
If you obviously women can be susceptible to loose skin after gaining weight and losing weight.
She didn't though. She was always like, she said,
really?
Yeah, she was just slender, so I don't get what happened. Like,
I mean, everybody's built a little bit different, man, and maybe she just didn't take care of herself, and like she's had some fucking Peter Griffin titties, just hanging all the way down, hiding the important shit. I mean.
like
Dude,
she could have mopped her floor with those things if she just put a rag on the end of them.
I had a situation once where this girl was lactating, and she was on top, and she got them giant ones, and they were just squirting on my face like a faucet.
I'd be
That
okay
was-
with that.
That was it. That was
I'm
an
not-
interesting time to be alive. I didn't expect it either. It was just hit me in the face.
So I had a boy. This is another story.
I'm just picturing Camelot though, with like his face
Dude,
covered in milk, and he was like,
I
"Oh."
was like so surprised because I was like squeezing them because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, and they just started squirting like lines, and I'm like, what's happening? It took me like a minute to figure out what was happening.
So there was this one woman that I had seen in the summer of 2018, and we stopped hanging out. And she hit me up in like early 2019, and she's like, "Hey, I miss you." And I'm like, "Cool, how you been?" And she's like, "I was dating a guy, and like we broke up." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Well, you want to hang out?" And she's like, "Yes, but I'm pregnant."
Shocking.
Oh.
And I'm like, "So you're like what, 6 months or so?" She goes, "Yeah, about that. So like you're showing, right?" "Yeah." I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's weird, but continue.
And she's like, "Well, I just want to see you."
Just tag it.
And so she's like, "All right, well, you can come over. Like, we can just talk, right?" Well, of course, I fucking hit it because once she was here, I had no choice,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah, I
gonna
know
have-
her. Yeah.
Be a
Um,
man. Be a
right?
man.
But like, it was she kept telling me, she's like, "Pregnant sex is so much better. You're gonna love it." And I'm like, "That's pretty normal, man. This is pretty much sex."
Yeah, it's like not gonna change anything.
Yeah, I don't know what, but her breasts they were already perfect. They were already perfect on her frame or on her body, and now they were 10 times better. And since after having the kid, we've been together one more time since then. And you would never know. Some women, after they have a kid, definitely you can tell, you would never fucking know she had a kid. She's more perfect than before she had the fucking kid.
So same thing. I've been in that situation where a girl was like 6 months pregnant, and I'll tell you what, man, I don't know if it's like because it was or was not, or if this is a coincidence, but that was like a slug trail. It was like a faucet. I could have climbed up in that bitch.
What hurt?
No resistance. Now I know I'm working with a baby carrot, but I'm saying no resistance. I was like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? I might be too drunk to understand what I'm talking about.
I know what exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's something I think a lot of people don't talk about. But having worked in the adult industry, having been luckily with a fair share of women, I mean, for as fat as I am, it's certainly more than my fair share. Every vagina is built different, and every penis is built different, and every body is built different. And like your goal would be to meet the right person with the right matching vagina, right?
The right
Right,
vagina.
vagina. As long as it doesn't look like an Ood's face from Doctor
Right.
Who.
And since my penis fully erect is still an innie, I probably need a dude, but whatever. The point I'm making is like there was one woman I was with, again, no name dropping, but she was built perfectly down there.
Dude.
I have never and will never again feel anything like that. And I was so lucky. And I would have given that girl a fucking Tesla.
Dude,
oh my
dude,
God.
you wouldn't even have returned that bitch. You would have just given it to her.
No, like you can have whatever you want. She got a lot too, by the way.
Dude, this reminds me. I was hanging out with this girl. There was this one girl. She went to my gym and she was deadlifting like more than me, which is pretty crazy. She was like thick, but in a really good way. She was like ripped. She came over to my house, and I tell you what, man, it was like sticking my pee-pee just directly into like the Jesus. If he was a female. You know what I'm saying? Well, I probably shouldn't say that. Maybe I'm just saying, dude, it was like
you're drunk when you're talking about fucking Jesus. What is happening,
like,
dude? Holy
I
shit.
can't explain it, man. It was like a bunch of like magic elves were caressing my pee-pee.
Oh,
And like
Jesus!
I lasted like 26 seconds.
I mean,
I was like, oh,
I mean, at the end of the day,
Oh,
right?
damn.
Like, sex is only a small part of the time you're going to spend with somebody, right? So it's not the most important part. And like, I'm going to value other things over that. But at the same time, my caveman brain was like,
Of
this
course.
girl, Mary now.
I still think about that shit,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah.
I still think about
I
that every
dream
day.
about it, man.
Every time.
I fucking check out her socials every 6 months. And I'm like, I wonder how she's doing.
She blocked me on everything because she was married. No, but dude, I think about that
Man,
sometimes.
you get with a lot of married women, huh?
I'm telling you, no. Sometimes I'm that guy. I'm just that guy. That's my. I don't know why, but I'm that guy. No, so I'll be hanging out with a chick and I'll be like going at it, and I'm just thinking back to like, damn, there is nothing like that damn sweet. Oh God, I can't even explain it, man. Damn.
But she's married now, and she's probably
Something about that girl, man. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm. You keep waiting to fucking see the divorce papers.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook her up. Now,
girl.
no, she had one of those faces though that looked like she was shot into a brick wall when she was younger.
Oh, God.
But I tell you, like from behind, holy mother of God, it was like she was sculpted in the freaking 1600s by some kind of like Leonardo da Vinci made a statue out of her ass. I'm telling you what.
Man, yeah, it's amazing when I think when you hit a certain age, you just realize that you're going to have war stories in that department, and that this is why we're here sitting on my stream shirtless and talking about them. It's just how it is, man. And when you're not, especially like none of us are married, so it's just going to, in a way, continue too,
Yeah.
There's this girl I met at a convention I went to. I won't even say which one because I don't want to accidentally dox her, but her and I hung out. We had lunch, and then like the idea was we were gonna hook up, but we never found the time because I was doing too much con shit. But we had lunch a couple times, and we've been friends ever since. And she told me, she said I was like Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman. Because she's like, you were just happy to be around me. And I'm like, yeah, I was. And I'm like, you're beautiful. And you were having lunch with me. How cool was that? And I'm like, I would have been the same way if we had sex. I would have been like, holy shit, we get to have sex? Yeah, that's great. I can't believe you have such low standards. Right?
Oh, Jesus, man.
Dude, I think about that all the time. Every time I would just hang out with a chick and then she would immediately be like getting her pants off, I'm like, why?
What is wrong with
Dude,
you? Do you
like-
you have some serious daddy issues?
Yeah, I
Fuck.
have so much baggage.
Yeah,
And,
I mean,
like,
I know it's not because I have an amazing physique and I'm well endowed, so I'm always shocked too.
I often said that if a woman is crazy enough to have sex with me, then she's too crazy to fuck. I think that's a fair rule
That's
of thumb.
actually a good point.
Yeah, if you are crazy enough to look at this train wreck and be like, I'm gonna get on that fucking train and watch it crash, then I need to stay the fuck away from you.
Dude, there's a bunch of girls out there that hit you up in the DMs and they're like, "Hey, Boogie, I love you because you're so authentic."
It
happens.
does happen pretty fucking rarely. And I end up making friends and I end up never pursuing it because there's something that feels weird about it. And I think it's because a lot of people will say, well, Boogie, you're completely different in real life than the way you are on YouTube, which is not entirely true. But I don't have the edgy sense of humor, and I won't talk about dicks and pussies on my YouTube channel very frequently. But other than that, I'm pretty much the same person. But at the same time, there's this it's the person there writing the guy who jokes about dicks and pussies, or is the person they're writing the version that they have created in their mind by watching my YouTube videos. So I get anxious about it because I don't want to disappoint somebody. And I'm already going to disappoint them when they see me naked. I mean, they're probably going to be blind like it's the Ark of the fucking Covenant,
Just clap them. You've been canceled. I feel like you hold the world record for how many times you've been canceled.
Shit, 3 times a stream.
Just clap them. Just clap them.
Somebody asked
What's
me
the
the other
worst
day,
that can happen?
Somebody asked me this on live stream the other day, and they're like, Boogie, why don't you just fucking quit and walk away? We don't fucking want you here. Do I look like a fucking quitter? I look like a fucking quit motherfucker? I ain't never quit in my life. I will do something until I fucking die trying to fucking do it. Have I ever seemed like a quitter? Keep canceling me. Trish is mad at me right now. Thank you for the fucking relevancy, Trish. That's great. I'm so glad people remembered my fucking name. I'm gonna get canceled again. Boogie likes to date 20-year-old women. Well, I did once. Yeah, fuck it, whatever, man. Just watch the video. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit. Cancel me. I'm not going fucking anywhere. I'll never be James Gunn, and I'll never get to make fucking the Suicide Squad because I got canceled. But fuck, I'll survive it. Keep throwing shit at me.
Yeah,
I'll fucking survive
too.
prison, motherfucker. I'll get out of prison and I'll fucking vlog. If you fucking sneak me a phone into prison, I'll fucking vlog from the shitter. I don't give a fuck.
That's literally a thing. You realize there's.
I know. I've been watching a lot of videos preparing in case I do go in. I've been watching like that jewel thief guy and shit, and it's very much a real thing. It's fascinating.
I know there's that
Could you
guy. I think it's
imagine?
like Bob's Prison Life or something. He literally he has. I guess he must have like a burner phone or something. He uploads videos from. He'll show his meals that he's eating.
That's
It's fucking
crazy, man.
crazy.
Yeah. I learned how to make fudge in prison from one guy, and I can't wait to make prison fudge.
Dude, I feel like that's not very hard.
Yeah,
Wait,
Larry
What are
Lawton.
you talking about right now?
Oh no, it's like it's not hard, but you just get a bunch of shit from commissary and you use the microwave and you
okay,
make
cool.
fucking prison fudge.
I
It's
thought we were
delicious.
talking about something entirely different for a minute.
Oh,
Oh man, I missed that too. Good boy. Like,
oh shit.
Ooh,
yeah,
no.
like
Oh,
I think
shit.
it was Prodigy of Mob Deep. He actually made a cooking book about the shit he had to cook. Like, and it's crazy how they think of like they make like burritos and stuff from the commissary and how they make it with the limited shit that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we're gonna bring this stream home. We'll go through the super chats here because I don't want anyone to
Hell
think.
yeah.
So, thank you sexy events. Thank you, Mr. Pete, Chris Chan. We've definitely went over all of that 18-fold. The crusties are real. Yes, I have crusties on my nipples right now as we speak. Did she swallow? I think we both said yes, she did, and it was shocking, but she wanted to and refused. Wouldn't take no for an answer, at least for me. The most random stream ever. I think that's an understatement.
Good.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's an understatement. This is kind of a wholesome content. This is a family-friendly fucking stream where 3 shirtless men are talking about their sex lives. Hey, so odd to see 3 creators from different period of my life together. Boogie inspired me to take care of my way at Camelot to stop buying from GameStop. You know what's funny is that the next-gen consoles have got me to stop buying from GameStop.
Yep. Because they want you to get only the bundle.
I don't care about that. I think they're the only ones that sell legit bundles, in my opinion. I just get my games digitally now. I just don't even
Yeah.
on the console.
Yeah.
I
I've been
Yep.
that way for an entire previous generation too.
Same.
Because
Yep.
I was a PC gamer beforehand, and they phased out physical media for PC.
Yeah.
And I was just used to it, and it was so much more convenient. I don't want to look for discs. I'm fat as fuck. I'm not going to change discs.
Well, it's not even. It's just. You know what got me into digital distribution? I remember Half-Life 2. I got that, and I tried to run it on a computer that had no business running. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I was like, "What the fuck is Steam? Like, what is? Do you want me to download games and not put the disc in? Get the fuck out of here!" And I remember then I got Fear 2, and then it said on the disc of it said it required Steam, and ever since then I was like a crack addict with everything. I just doubt it was just so much easier.
That's
And so,
how I am. Yep.
Yeah, and it just kind of got you accustomed, Boogie, because you're a PC gamer. Like, we were all accustomed to it way before the console gamers, and now with the 8th generation going, now we're on 9th generation, they got accustomed to it. So now everyone's like, yeah, just digital distribution. Like, there's downsides, and I get it, and I agree with them, but it just, the convenience is there, and I don't really know what the hell GameStop is going to do once people stop completely with discs. Like, what's going to save them?
I mean, I've got both my consoles with a disk drive to send the message that disk drives still need to exist.
Me too.
And I don't know that I'll buy much physical media, but if I do, I'll at least be able to pop it in. And I want to preserve physical media for the people who like it. So I'm like trying to help them at the same time, And I will buy physical Switch games because I like collecting Nintendo games because they hold their value.
Okay, I hear you there.
Like, I support that. I will probably also buy it digitally. Sometimes.
Me too. That's what I buy 99.9% of my Switch games digitally, especially because it's a portable console. So
right, but then I'll also go ahead and get the physical edition for a lot of first-party games to send the message to Nintendo to keep doing it, and also because I'll probably not lose any money. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, with the Switch, it's like, my thing is, like I just said, it's a portable console, and just I have a 1 terabyte SD card in there, so it's just like to have them all. Like, what about, especially those cartridges? I always told the story. What switched me over to digital was I thought my son, it ended up me being an asshole, but I thought my son lost, because I had a case where I had you could put the cartridge like a little red plastic thing. I thought he lost all the games on me, and it ended up being me losing them in my laundry because I'm an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to get the games digitally. These cartridges are small, and it's a pain in the ass to swap them. And ever since then, I just moved on to digital with even the Switch. So I don't even know what the hell the rest of my point is. I have to stop doing medical pot. So I do, man. I'm serious. I'm actually going to stop for probably like at least a month. Cold Childress, thank you very much. Loving the rich after dark vibe. Like, Yeah, it's interesting to see other people get as vile as me too, because I always talk like I start talking to a bird and telling him I want him to watch me pee, and I get weird.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm a bit of a social chameleon, right? And
Yeah.
so, like, I'm gonna read the room. But if you put me in a room where other people are vile, I'll go all the fucking way with you, baby. It's
Yep.
bad.
Yeah, that's that. Like that's what I always say to people. Like, Rich, how are you in real life? Like, obviously, I'm not going to the grocery store and ripping off my shirt and farting in someone's face.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
You know, but like obviously I have etiquette, but yeah, this is also me. This persona is also me. Like this is
I'm
what
an, I like I'm not an introvert 90% of the time. I'm actually pretty quiet.
yeah, me too.
But like if I get an opportunity, if I have an audience, I'm gonna get weird with it.
I hate like when you did the me and my hooker thing. Yes, they people did not let you live that down, and I did not think that was a big deal.
It's so weird, right? Because like the reason I did that one is because I had a double room because my friend Ellis was with me to help me just get around, right? Because I was still learning to walk again, right?
Yeah.
And so it's people had to accuse me for weeks because that girl that was into you must have been a hooker, right? Because why else would anybody with you? So it's like I'm just gonna play it up and have fun with it. I'm in a good mood. And then like fucking Some Ordinary Gamers makes a video about it. I'm like, how the fuck is this news to anyone that I humped the bed and pretended that the bed for my friend Ellis was for a hooker? How is this news? I don't know.
But maybe they'll make news stories that I all but make out with a porcelain chicken every night at that point. Well, hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Nicole. Google Fish, it's going to be something extremely perverted because Google Fish will DM me pictures of men's asses throughout the day on Facebook. Rich, seriously, can you shove my face in your ass so I could get a good whiff? I think you said a good wife, but a good whiff of that sweaty man crack. Yeah, man, it probably smells like death right now because I've been sweating all day, so sure.
Oh God.
It just, isn't that a wonderful visual right there? The three shirtless stooges, yeah, except our tits are floppier. Sadomic sends me a piece of meat. Thank you. I wish I was with an ex one time and she got on top of me and slides in and doesn't move. She gets upset because I got soft when I tried to move and I got slapped. Oh, yeah. See, you know what happened to me one time? It also had to do with me holding back a fart in the middle of it, is that I went flaccid because I was too busy concentrating on not farting during sex.
Oh my God.
And so she got weirded out because she was like, she thought like I was like, didn't like her or something like that. And I'm like, no, it's just the fact that I have major amount of methane in my asshole. I haven't been this hard since 4th grade. Oh, why 4th grade? That's a long time.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Who has the saddest virginity loss story? Mine wasn't sad. She was actually pretty hot with big boobs, which was kind of surprising.
I had diarrhea, so.
Mine was a girl I dated for 7 years, and she was wonderful. And it was super awkward because the first encounter almost always is, but it got better.
Yeah, it was awkward because for the first few minutes I couldn't find the hole. But anyway, slather my cock in blue cheese. Dude, I like blue cheese so much that I would probably eat it off of your penis, so long as you're over the age of 18. I love blue cheese. Blue cheese is like
it's just delicious.
It is fucking delicious. This story made me like Boogie, which one of the 8,000 stories we went over because they were all very entertaining. What's the puppy's name?
Sammy. He is, somebody asked what he was. I just got his genetic test done. He is 75% Shih Tzu, 10% Chihuahua, 10% Pomeranian, 5%
Holy
Min
shit.
Pin. Yeah. And I'm thinking about cloning my dog. I don't want to keep everybody here too long, but Bette Midler got her dog cloned and it got me interested in it. And if I got this dog cloned, he would have his balls so I could breed him. And the site that did the genetic test for me matched me with other dogs that are up to 25% his genetic match. So I can find one that looks like Sammy, has the same temperament, has the same genetic breakdown, and breed him if I get him cloned. And it's only $50,000. So forget the Tesla Reddit. Buy me a clone dog instead. Thank you.
That's a
Interesting
bargain
question.
right there.
Interesting question about your dog.
Yeah.
You said Chihuahua. Is he possessive? Like, is he like if someone else takes him, will he nip?
He is so he's actually really personable, and I think it's because he was found by a family friend, and then that family friend couldn't handle the dog because he was like kind of a shitty dog there because he was like with 3 other animals and he just likes to be alone. And now he's the best dog in the world, but he can nip if you wake him up or surprise him.
Okay.
And he is possessive of his treats, though we broke him of that pretty quick. But if somebody else is around him with the treats, he'll guard them, not like bite you or anything. But if somebody else wants to pick him up, he's actually really friendly. And I think it's because the people that come over are all good people. And the only person that was ever shitty to this dog was the person that made a video lying about me 6 months later. It was the only person that was ever mean to this dog, and the only person this dog didn't like, and it just happened to be that woman. Believe it or not.
Well, that means he has good senses. Then see, the reason why I even asked you that too is because I have a Chihuahua and he's a dumbass. Like he will try to rip me apart. Oh, you have a snake. I just noticed that now.
Yeah, she's a fat ass.
Oh, she's beautiful. I'm
Holy
scared shitless of snakes, by the way. I tried to hold one at a fucking zoo aquarium thing recently where they were like letting you touch snakes. I couldn't fucking touch it, man.
Yeah,
You're
she's
freaking me the fuck out. It's on your
super cute.
fucking face. It's
Dude,
on
I don't
your
even.
fucking
Snakes
eyeball.
snakes don't freak me out. You know what freaks me out is fucking. I see these people on YouTube. They have they're venomous spiders that they have as pets, like that Japanese funnel spider that could kill you. And this guy's like, "Here, I'm gonna move it from this cage to like." Why would you have something that could literally kill you? I don't get it. Like that thing bites you, your whole hand's gonna turn fucking black and rot off. Like, what are you doing? I understand everyone has hobbies and passions and different things, but like if the hobby okay, well I'm fat, so I'll shut up. That's a good point.
She's super friendly. She would never bite you. You could even slap her and squeeze her little head. She won't bite you.
Yeah,
She's beautiful.
Yeah, snakes don't bother me for some reason. Like I would own a snake. Might be something.
My grandfather, God bless him, one day there was a snake in his driveway and he fucking stopped the car. I was like, just run over it. He goes, no. He stopped the fucking car, got out, grabbed it by the neck and snapped it like a whip, walked it over, put it in the trash, and then drove into the fucking and he said he didn't want to.
Wow.
It was easier to do that because it was a copperhead. It was a fucking copperhead. Dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You left out that part. That's a big fucking thing.
Yeah, he's a ballsy motherfucker. He did not give a fuck, dude. And he goes, I'd have to clean the driveway if I ran over it. It'd be blood. All right, Grandpa.
Yeah, I don't. Your grandpa's a legend. He casually picked up a fucking copperhead, which I would have just ran. I would have probably crashed my car into a tree and killed myself that way.
Motherfucker was a coal miner in the 40s. I can't imagine how many fucking snakes he had to kill.
Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have picked up a copperhead casually and just killed it.
Mm-hmm.
I told you about this, but dropped a girl like a rock when she said she wasn't above rape accusations over petty annoyance. Yeah, dude, no. Dude, even if that was like, she's like, that's my thing, don't worry about it. It's a fetish of mine. Like, I totally consent. As soon as a woman says that to me, I don't care. No way. Like, run for the fucking hills. What topic did you just turn into? Well, one of the 6,000 horrifying ones that we discussed this evening. What did I walk into? That seems to be pretty much the theme. Cam with no shirt on. Now I've seen everything. Hey, man, you came here and saw 3 shirtless men. Obviously, I have the best physique here. Duh. Wow, fired up the stream after a long day when 3 shirtless dudes are preaching truth. Exactly what I needed. 6 total inches. Man, I may be like an inch and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not me, right? But I'll do you till he gets here. I know what you're referring to. You're referring to when like they have a boyfriend and they're like, yeah, I'm bored. Come over. I don't care that I'm married. That's like Tinder summarized. Basically, like I've had that happen like 3 times on Tinder at least, where it's like, yeah, like you know how I always know it's a red flag when you're on Tinder? They don't have a picture yet.
Yeah,
it's just like a sunset or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then they send it. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, but at first I'm because sometimes it's not even for that. It's like, look, I'm a school teacher or whatever, so I don't want to show a picture. She's like, yeah, no, I'm married. I'm just looking for another cock besides my husband's because he never gives it to me. I'm like, you do have big boobs, but why? But anyway, the savagery is real. We've been savage about 8 billion things tonight. Oh, man to man juice, can't take it. Yeah, I almost shot my own man juice in my mouth, and that was horrifying, and I'm still not over it. It's about to get moist. I think it's gotten beyond moist. Great stream, you shirtless man beast. Thank you. This stream is gold. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Another one. What the hell did I just walk into? We get the applause. Olivia just wanted to say hi. Mufasa, too much skin, need more hair. You're never well, dude. The only where I get hair is like it grows out here. So unless you wanted a comb over from me. Proud of you, Boogie. I learned the lesson while I was getting bullied in high school. Same thing. Flipped the script and no one bothered me anymore, dude. Yeah, people learn at different points. You know, I learned in 20. It took me a long time too. Like I learned in 2018. I was feeding trolls like crazy until then.
Yeah.
Dude, Rich, remember when you ate one of these big old bastards? Look at this guy.
What the?
Ugh.
Where?
Why do you have that?
Why do
Look
you
at
have
him.
that? What is that? Where's that from?
It's just the hissing cockroach, man.
No, his apartment's just like that, I guess.
Dude,
They live
that
in the
was
Mortal Kombat
most-
machine.
I'm not exaggerating when I ate that bug and Camelot was there. We had those dried roasted bugs that I got, and one of them was that.
Ugh.
I nibbled it on its ass. That literally, I'm not kidding. I nibbled on its ass. I've never tasted anything like that. It was the most disgusting. And then I made actually like a pita wrap where I had like the roasted assorted bugs.
Mm-hmm.
The best way I could describe it, it was like, because I put cheese and I put like hot sauce and ketchup and shit. It was just like I put a log of dog shit that was like, you know, like that smelly dog shit where it's like dried for a couple days. You walk by it on a sidewalk. That's what it tasted like I was eating with ketchup on it.
Jesus Christ.
Mine just tasted like bug spray.
Yeah, because you sprayed it with Raid and you washed it down with Jack Daniels.
At Ripley's, they had like freeze dried crickets, and they're like salt and vinegar. And I tried one, and honestly, if it wasn't for the texture, that was good actually.
Maybe it was the ones I had, but I had all the bugs that I had that night. There was not a single one that was. I would never eat that again.
Camelot, you sprayed one with Raid and then ate it?
Yeah.
No, what happened was, let me tell it from a sober man's perspective, because he's like he's like a fifth of Jack in. I was eating the bugs. He's like, oh man, I got to eat bugs too. I'm like, I feel like I'm left out here. So he had his roommate go into his garage and find one of the dead ones. And he literally gulped the whole thing down. I just nibbled the thing's ass, and mine was actually meant to be eaten.
I need to start watching your fucking streams, dude. Holy shit.
He ate one and gulped it down, the whole thing, Raid and all, and then washed it down, I believe, with Jack.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I almost projectile vomited on my equipment, and I would have sent you a fucking bill for that. I was just like, what do you... She handed it to you, too, and I was just like, what is going on? And you didn't... I'm surprised you didn't have to go to the hospital with all the Raid that was in it.
I'm a young man. I work out a lot. That's how I'm able to fight off the roach diseases.
That was incredible. Like you proved to me at that point that you are way more of a man than me. But I almost projectile vomited on my iPad.
Fuck.
I deleted Nicholas says I deleted Diablo 3 on all my consoles and have lost all interest in Diablo 4, which I get, man. I get it. It's Didn't Bobby Kotick show up in Epstein's book? Yep.
Shocking.
Is anyone here surprised by that? Jesus Christ, we missed a lot of this. Where the hell? Review Come Taste USA. That's an interesting one.
Oh wow.
Holy shit. Love you. I see a wiener. Rich people buy racing. Oh yeah, here we go. It's better for people to lose their jobs than for a terrible company to continue and harass at people. Yes, I agree. That's how I see the boycott. I 100% agree with that. If that's the environment that they're cultivating, then there needs to be consequences. Absolutely. Rich, people buy racing teams. LOL, just look at F1. Yeah, people buy sports teams too. Doesn't Bill Maher own like the Mets or something like that, or he's one of the owners? But anyway, who cares? Patrick Flanagan sends me a wiener, which is always a trademark of his. Thank you for the wiener. Love you, Dad. Thank you very much. Banish from Earth classic game room broadcast from the Intergalactic Space Arcade.
Oh my
on
God.
its never-ending mission to review everything. Yeah, I know. It sucks. You know what I think it is? And I'm agreeing with Pat the NES Punk again, which it's funny because we end up agreeing on a lot of stuff, but we both hate each other. Is that when YouTube first started, my generation, which is Mark's the same age as me, we were younger and there was a lot of people looking for the retro stuff on YouTube at that time. The next generation that's in their 20s and stuff wasn't looking for Atari 2600 games. They weren't looking for those old retro games. So I think the audience just got older and moved on from his content, which sucks because it was so good. And I almost feel like it could probably make a resurgence now. But he had like an office building, man. He wasn't getting the viewership to support it all, you know, and it sucks. I got the shot to see my friends, family, and travel. But you know what sucks now is that as much as I'm pro-vaccine, don't get me wrong, that's not even going to help you with that now. Especially because they're saying the Delta variant, you may not get sick from it, but you could still infect other people even if you're vaccinated. So
Yep. Like, get your travel in now before we get the fucking lambda over here.
yeah, things are gonna get shut down again. Yeah, I'm 110% that's gonna happen.
Yep.
I view the vaccine like a fire extinguisher. I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Just like those people I was talking about before that are on their deathbed and then they want it. Here's my take on the vaccine. Talk to your doctor. I know people that can't get the shot by their doctors. Yes, I literally know one myself. If she got it, it could possibly kill her. So, you know, that's an exception. If your doctor's telling you that the vaccine could kill you, yeah, I wouldn't take it. But the vaccine is not free. Yeah, it not only is it, yeah, you're right, it's not free. They're actually paying people to take it to give them an incentive. So I would think that falls under its...
I mean, the government is paying $20 a shot to the pharmacies or to the pharmaceutical company. So, I mean, like, technically he's not wrong, but you have no upfront cost.
Yeah, they want you to fucking get it now.
Yeah.
I take care of people on vents. Families always make me laugh with... Can't the vaccine work? They help you fight it. You already lost. And it's sad because, you know what I always say too is that a lot of those people I know are the people I know in real life. I'm not just talking on the internet that were like sending me TikTok videos of like, not ER, but like they're doctors that work in the fuck is it, where it's like urgent care. Like they're like trying to expose that COVID is fake and stuff like that, and they think they're experts. And then I do still feel bad. Like they're in the hospital thinking that, all right, maybe the vaccine can help you now, and no, it's not going to help you. It's not going to fucking help you at that point. As if one shirtless guy wasn't bad enough, gosh darn it, Rich, your behavior is contagious. Now you have 3 shirtless men here. Yes,
I'll be fucking a chicken by tomorrow.
Here. I'll hand you this one.
Yeah,
I'll hand you this one. It's portion.
Yeah.
No joke. No joke. I've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen the wild west of the internet like I have, but I've witnessed a man having sex with a chicken.
Oh my God, I did not see that. I did see a woman with an eel in her pussy back in the day.
I've seen that, dude. I'm telling you what. I don't know, you guys. We all like probably saw the deep web when it was like a thing for the first like little while with Onion and stuff. But I remember listening to a creepypasta like a month or two ago talking about the deep web and everything he described. I was like, holy shit, I remember all of that.
Yeah.
Going to forums and people will be like, hey, I got this little girl in my basement. How should I kill her? And they're posting pictures. And I'm like, holy shit, I should not be here. Like back in like 2008 and stuff. I was like, oh my God.
I've told the story on live stream, but never on like YouTube video. But back in the day when the internet was new, I looked at like Style Project and Ogrish and Rotten.com and stuff like that. And the reason I looked at it wasn't because I liked it. It's because I had spent the first 20 years of my life fucking completely numb. All I felt was anger and sadness. Those were the only feelings I fucking ever had. And this gave me disgust. And I felt disgusted by it. And I'm like, this is fucking horrible to look at.
But
and that was a new
something.
Right. I was feeling something and I wanted to feel things because I was so fucking numb. And I eventually one day I watched Three Guys, One Hammer, which was like a Russian
Oh,
mob.
God.
You remember that one? They
Yeah.
like beat a dude to death, beat a dude to
Oh,
death
my
in the
God.
fucking with a hammer. And like the bosses, there was the Russian mafia. They told him, I want it filmed and I want to watch him suffer. And by God, he suffered, and that was it. I was done. I never needed to see another thing.
Yep.
I was
No
like,
thanks.
fucking done.
I've seen, and I was talking about this because and I mean this, that the Chris Chan, like I saw his text or her text, I mean to say, with that supposed psycho woman who was behind it. That may now be the top thing that's disturbed me, seeing a person talking about them literally raping their dementia-ridden mother. But I've seen where like drug cartels, like just the setup is going to go bad. There's this video there, like on a tarp. These guys, it was from an opposing drug cartel, and this guy just went around and popped them all in the fucking head. And the detail, I'll never forget that. But I was like, why did I watch this? Why did I? It's like because your curiosity takes over, but then you see it, and it's like, oh my God, I did not need to see that. Now I'm going to be fucked up because of it.
Ruins my whole week, man.
There is shit that I will remember having seen on the internet, like just while driving my car, and it ruins my fucking day. I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with 25-year-old me, 20-year-old me?
Yeah,
why
I
the
think
fuck did I
same thing.
look at that? But
It's
turned me into the
curiosity.
person I am, and I think I'm a half decent person, so fuck it.
Yeah, we're fucked up, but we're not shitty people. There's a difference.
Yeah, like I would never do any of the shit in the videos that I fucking saw. Like ever in a million years, there's no scenario that I could imagine that I would fucking do some of this shit, right? Like, so I guess that's part of the joy. Back when I was a kid, I was like, man, I'm the worst person on the planet. Well, I've never beat somebody to death with a hammer, so I must not be the worst person on the planet then, huh?
I'm not a soulless sociopath that works for a drug cartel that'll assassinate other people without hesitation,
right.
and
No
film
shit.
it to make sure, and film it to make an example of them as you watch the life leave their eyes. Like,
Yeah,
holy
yeah.
shit!
I will only assassinate that booty. I will only. That's all I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
I'd like to try, but I will fail. I mean, she's going to end up fucking going home and fucking a real man when she's done with me. But you know,
that's savage on yourself, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, so humans, the vaccine is not free. Look at the stocks. Yeah, they're getting money from the government. They're soaring lots of dividends for the investor. Government is paying for. Yeah. Yeah, and that's also why they didn't want to waive the IP rights, because they wanted to make that. Well, anyway, I've gone into that too. We'll be here for 5 hours talking about COVID. Watching this shirtless, let's go. Hey, you're shirtless with us. Congratulations. What inspired this stream? I'm a fucking asshole. It's that simple. I'm not just being dismissive, Peter. I'm strange, and I was like, hey, let's have 3 shirtless dudes just talking about random shit. Patrick Flanagan, I took those oxycodone pills when I got my teeth pulled, and it made me feel woozy, and it felt good. I got something interesting. A friend of mine said this to me. They're like, I tried. I don't know if it was one of the benzos, and I can't think of the name right now. He's like, wow, this is the most amazing I've ever felt in my life. I am never taking one ever again.
Yep. I had the same experience with hydrocodone after a tooth surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me like a week's supply, and I didn't need it. And so the first few times I took it, it killed the pain, but I was out of pain by like day 3. And so like on day 4 or 5, I took my dosage and I got high, and I was like, oh shit, this is great.
Yeah, run. It's great. Yeah. Run, because that means that you're going to want it.
Yep. And that's why literally to this day, you prescribe hydros, I'm not going to fill it.
No, you're smart. So I agree with that one. Do you guys like historic ocean liners like the Titanic? Yes, I always find that fascinating, and how tragically horrible that story is. If so, check out Historic Travels. Hi, Camelot. You know who I am. Like the channel. Samuel Pence said that.
I know. And speaking of Titanic, by the way, damn, I cry. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that recently because it was like the anniversary. Cry like a bitch.
You mean the James Cameron movie?
Oh yeah, of course.
See, that movie does not. The only movie that's ever made a tear shed from my eye was The Green Mile.
Oh, dude,
that's a good one.
Or Interstellar messes me up pretty good.
I never seen that. The Green.
Oh, dude, watch
I haven't seen it either. Yeah.
What? Dude,
I know
it's amazing.
I know what I'm watching tonight. Then fuck it, I'll go watch
it. Dude, it makes me cry out of every orifice on my body.
I may actually play a video game tonight. Something I haven't done in like 2 months. I have a text.
Dude,
that
Edmund sent me a fucking code for Binding of Isaac Repentance, and now I'm like full on addicted to that game again. It's incredible. Repentance is ridiculously good.
I bought Chivalry 2. I got Ratchet and Clank. I got the new. It was some sniper contracts. It looks good. I haven't tried fucking any of them yet, man. I want to be like 20 again and just have nothing to do except like go to school and come home and play all the shit.
Yep.
Keemstar's a 99-cent only gnome for losers. But why is he... Look, it's legal. They both consent. He wants to bang a 20-year-old. Let him bang a 20-year-old. It's like... I don't care. Here's the thing. You want to know my take? So long as it's two consenting adults, I don't give a fuck what Keemstar's doing in his bedroom. I don't care. Like, it's that simple, and I think both of you agree with that. We've kind of talked about it before.
Yep.
Like,
I'll go the flip side and say, don't just let Keemstar do whatever the fuck he wants. Trust this 20-year-old adult to make her own fucking decisions. Right? She's a fucking adult. She knows what she's fucking doing. Like I said earlier, if she can take a fucking bullet, she can take Keemstar's load. Okay? You can serve your country and die at 18. Then 2 years after that, you should be able to let Keemstar jerk off on you if that's what he wants to fucking do.
Let's get right into my load. Anyway, so Grim's son, thank you very much. I nominate Boogie for president 2024. Hey, he would be more stable than
the last two.
The last two that have been in there. Yes.
I'm the only one that legally can't be president because my age. Get on it, doggone it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're both old. We're both old fucks, so we could actually run for office.
Yeah,
4 fart, bitch. 1 snort. Let's go to town. Sure. So 4 farts you want, huh? Oh, I did a laugh. Damn it! I'm sorry. Here's a snort. Seriously, can this be a weekly or monthly thing? Yeah, we will talk about that.
I can come back.
Yeah, I think once a month would be a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Just join in. Why is there 3 naked men here? Well, I am now naked, but you can't see from under because it's a family-friendly show.
I've been naked this whole time.
Yeah, dude.
You could see for a fat guy, I have a flat, hairy ass, just in case anyone wanted to know, which is probably nobody.
I have Peter Griffin syndrome, so even if I stand up right now, you can't see anything. All you'll see is skin.
Oh, that is... Yeah, well, I'm not far off. Love you, Rich. Love you, Cam, my brother, Boogie. Nothing but love your way.
Yay.
What is the new Chris Chan update? Tell me. Okay. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. It ends up being some crazy... supposedly, allegedly, I have to say that. Some, 20-year-old female college student. Don't let her looks deceive you. She's a psycho, and from what I hear, she has really bad toenail fungus. And she's she wanted him to actually kill himself, or herself, I mean to say, Chris Chan. Think about that. That is fucked up. Yeah. If that's all true, I have to say alleged, man, because I always say alleged too, because here's the thing, and you guys know this. If you went by the videos and shit you saw on me, you would think I was the Antichrist.
Yep.
So I have to. I mean, it looks pretty damning, and now the school's looking into her, from what I've heard. But you can't just go by what you hear on the internet at the surface level, because all 3 of us can tell you, a lot of times most of it is bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
So I always give, and I'm always the person too, even when there is allegations. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman or anything. I'm always innocent until proven guilty, because I think the court of popular opinion has way too much power in 2021, and it's a bad thing.
I agree.
So, be me, 24-year-old must married and claps 46-year-old. Yeah, I've done that before. Dude, MILFs are great. When I was 24, yeah, that was a good time. Peter Giebhart Giggity, yes, we are shirtless men. Hey, Rich, I just made some popcorn. You guys should talk about politics. No. If it was earlier on, I would say maybe, but we're 3 hours in, and we would be here till 4 in the morning if we brought up politics.
Yeah.
Review Cum Taste USA. No, it did not go in my mouth, thank God. Especially my own load, too. And unlike Chris Chan, it wouldn't have been on purpose. Being a gay man, I have seen all this happen we have talked about many things, but I'm sure you have. Joker call for holy shit, Chris Chan is crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, again, I am not condoning in any way, shape, or form what he did. It's horrible. It's monstrous. But I don't think that Chris Chan should have been allowed to turn on a light switch by himself even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, I don't know if you guys have heard the same thing, his parents were against Chris getting therapy. If that's true, again, it's what I've heard, so it could all be bullshit again. It's the internet. Fucking really? Like, you didn't, but then again, they both had, like, if you ever see his house, did you guys ever see videos of his house, like the hoarding and shit like that?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Actually, do you guys watch Gamer from Mars? He tapped me for voice acting, and I read Bob's letter to Chris for like his upcoming video, and it was about that, and it's fucking heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It really is. Like, because Bob was like proud of the stuff he'd hoarded, and was like proud that he was leaving it to his child. It's fucking heartbreaking.
And you know what that makes me is that they were like, when you have that hoarding issue, obviously you're psychologically, so to them they probably didn't even see, because their brain didn't let them actually see what was wrong with their now daughter. You know, it's sad. It's sad. And like I said, we all knew it was going to end tragically, but to the level that it ended, it's just beat Demon Souls remake for the second time. I love it, and I'm proud of myself.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Demons, let me tell you something. If I was like 15 or 20 again, I would have been like a Souls aficionado. I miss the boat being born at the wrong time for those games, because I just can't. And I'm a boomer too. Like, I play them and I just die so much that I'm just like, yeah, I'm too old for this shit. But it pisses me off, because those are like it's like what Castlevania to me was supposed to become. And I'm a Castlevania freak. So, Cody, Fight Milk, all three of you. If you mean from titties, man, just spray it all over my face like it's a milkshake melting.
Oh yeah. God, Fight Milk's awful. Mm-mm.
As a woman, you guys are kink shaming me. Look, if that's your thing, I'm not. Look, again, here is my thing. You could be into whatever you want to, and I'll let you guys speak. I don't want to speak for you, so long as it's two consenting adults. I'm not kink shaming you for anything. If you are a man or a woman and you love if a person wants to take a dump on your chest, if it's consenting, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah,
it's just not my thing.
Yep. I won't slap you in the face, but I'm not going to shame you for wanting it. I'm just not going to do it to you.
Yeah, it's confusing to me what somebody wants, and like I might be a little critical because of that. But if it gets you off, fucking do it. Don't hurt anybody else. Everybody's consensual. Everybody's of age. Get fucking weird with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If you want a log on your chest, have that log. Spread those cheeks and go to town, man.
And we learned tonight that if you cut me and I bleed, and you can play with it. Okay. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh God.
My stomach literally, like, I thought I was gonna. That was an almost barf moment before, but hey, ask about needles, scat, pee, hot wax, urethra play. I think they're talking about the crazy shit we're talking about before. Peter's saying giggity again because Lord knows what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. Rich, didn't you talk crap about Boogie and Y-Tweet? Yes, multiple times. We just talked about that before, and.
Yeah, it's okay to criticize people, and like maybe I think Rich always meant well, and if Rich didn't mean well, I wouldn't be here. But Rich probably meant well, and I'm glad to.
And I think you realize that. I didn't mean to cut you off, Boogie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
When I saw you starting to turn around and without any kind of impetus, I was like, "This is awesome." And I think you know. I didn't do those videos. Like, that's just what I do. I'm a commentator. I talk about things that happen. Yeah. But also on the flip side, when a person's doing something right, even if it's not, because you know how it is, man. People don't want to hear anything positive. So they're like, Rich, why are you being, because I'm like, because he's changing. So I'm going to talk about positive things. I'm not just going out there to shit on somebody for the sake of shitting on them. And you realize that, you know what I mean? There's some other people,
exactly.
There's some other
and
people.
Like I'm at a point where, again, we'll talk about kink shaming or whatever, but like I'm at a point people wanted me to make a video about Blizzard. I saw somebody say it in chat right now, and I couldn't bring myself to do it because number one, I don't want to profit. Like that's where I'm at. Like you probably made a video about it. I didn't see it, but if you did, more power to you. I'm just not in a position where that's what I want to do. And so like just because it's not good for me doesn't mean it's not good for somebody else. And fuck it. Like I'm not here to judge. Life is too fucking short to take shit that serious, especially as serious as I did 2-3 years ago. Okay, fuck it. We've all survived a fucking pandemic. The world changed instantly overnight for the worse. And I have no clue if I'm even going to be fucking alive tomorrow. Why am I going to waste my fucking night being pissed off about some stupid shit?
Yep, I agree.
It's crazy because even me, like, it took a long. It wasn't until actually the person who's my editor now, he came to me and like gave me a metaphorical slap on the back of the head. He's like, dude, if you keep engaging with these trolls, you're going to be another lolcow. Like you're going to become, you know. And I like Wings. Wings is actually, I've talked to him. I think he's a good dude. You're going to become.
He's a good dude.
You're going to become like Wings of Redemption or DSP. He can't stand me, but that's okay. And he was right. I mean, granted, I'm sitting here shirtless right now, so I am still kind of a lolcow, but. You know, I was making videos, constantly defending myself, and that's exactly what they wanted. And it took a long time. Yeah, life is too short, even beyond the fact it just makes you look bad with what we do. Why am I stressing out over what some asshole who'd never even met me in real life thinks of me? Let him talk shit.
Here's like Keemstar threw me under the fucking bus at one point, right? Like he tweeted out the fucking mega thread and said I was the worst motherfucker on the planet. And me and Keem are friends right now because me and Keem had a conversation about it and we put that shit behind us and that's great and everything's fucking fine. And like, I don't understand why I would even hold a grudge. It is what it is, especially in this business. A lot of this shit is a business. And at the end of the day, fuck it. I'd rather have a friend and I'd rather have a business partner and than I would have just a grudge and be setting it on. Oh, fucking Keemstar is a bad person. He smells like pee. You know, fuck it.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I'd welcome a Keemstar feud right now because your boy needs to get to 1 million somehow.
Yeah, the relevancy is nice, right? Like it's nice when like someone like Trish Paytas leaps down to the world and says, I'm going to say something stupid that people would disagree with about you, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got to beat Rich in the last stretch somehow.
Yeah. Dude, I think this secondary live stream channel will hit 1 million subs before our main channel does, but that's a different story. This made me very, very hard. Congratulations. This stream has cured Rich's luscious left breast erectile dysfunction. Corsev, I love you, Boogie.
Oh, love you too. Corey, I'll call you later. That's my friend Corey.
Nicole D. It's getting late. Nicole D, thank you, gentlemen, for a great night. You're very welcome if you're still here.
Thank you.
Hey, Rich or Boogie, any chance one of you guys do a join stream with a few of YouTube prison channels like Big Herc from Fresh Outta? I know Lockdown 23 and 1. I was actually, I could talk. I would be interested.
I'll just wait till we're roommates later next year and I'll do it. So.
I honestly, I know you can't talk too much about it. I think you'll be all right. I think you're.
I hope so.
I think you're going to walk away with a slap on the wrist, which is honestly, that's at max what you.
I think at some point, I think if I'm lucky, it won't go to trial and maybe I'll get like probation or something and everybody can go on with their lives. If I'm lucky, let's see. You know, fingers crossed. You know,
I don't think you'll end up being at that point, but I know you can't talk too much about it.
Yep.
Hope you guys do this again sometime. This has been a blast. We'll do. We'll probably do not every, but like we'll try to do like a monthly thing. I think that.
Oh yeah.
And I know they have a lot going on, so I don't want to say more than that. Well, now I need to know the snake's name too. Does your snake have a name?
Yeah, the big black one's Saturn.
Oh, you have more than one.
Yeah, there's a little bit tiny, like flesh-colored one that's named Cannoli.
How much does this stream weigh? I'm thinking like 1,000 pounds.
Oh, at least. Shit.
Yeah.
Because Camelot's dick is 50 pounds.
It may be 2 inches.
Everybody.
It may be 2 inches, but it's 2 inches, but it's like the size of like a dinner plate.
No, it's insanely dense. It's still super small, but it's fucking dense as iron, dude.
It's like dark matter, man.
Yeah.
He'd use it as a riot shield when he's erect. Would you make this a monthly thing? Maybe. I don't want to concur to anything yet because you know, life happens.
Yeah, I'm
of course-
fucking down to come back though. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, yeah.
But I don't want to, you know, these shirtless dudes, and the only good-looking one is Carlos. Yeah, well, no, come on, man. I'm the best-looking one here. But this bird is a good-looking bird, though.
Mhm.
He's a handsome bird.
I'd fuck either. Let's have a three-way. Let's get
Let's have it. Let's with Carlos. He's consenting.
Let's get some of that.
He's
Let's give us
consenting.
some of that Colgate. It's good for your skin, son.
Oh God, I am gonna probably vomit to myself later after that.
Carlos is not the only cock I'd suck in this room.
Oh,
Oh my God.
your doctor told you to get the shot because of meds. Yeah, which makes sense. So wait, I'm lost. Blizzard's gone completely to hell, which we've talked about. Yes, it has. So wait, I'm lost. Did some third-party girl make Chris Chan do these things to? I don't want to say that either because, you know, allegedly, and on top of it too, they did what they did, and it's horrifying. You know,
Right. Like it doesn't absolve what they fucking did.
yeah.
But also there might have been a reason for what they did beyond just being a disgusting fucking monster. But at the end of the day, right? Like, let's imagine you got into a car and you ran over a little girl, right? You still ran over a little girl. Maybe you did it because you were fighting with your ex. Your ex isn't fucking culpable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, you still killed a little
Yep.
fucking girl. So, like, fuck Chris. But also, if what's true about this Belle person, fuck her too.
Yeah, exactly. You just nailed it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Rich, Ron Jeremy in the message. I know I missed. There's a bunch of super chats that I answered, Cellman, but thank you. Yeah. Can the next shirtless stream be OJ and Spawnwave? I don't see Spawnwave coming on here to whip out his nipples. I mean, he would come on the stream. He has before. He's a great guy, but I don't. Hey, would you mind coming on shirtless? Maybe I'll ask him. Who the fuck knows? Camelot. Who has better nipples, Rich or Steven?
I can only see Rich's.
There
Oh
we go.
damn! Oh my
Look at
God!
this one.
They're symmetrical. Are we
Bad
really doing?
titties.
We're really doing this right now. Okay.
I think boogies.
They point downwards. That way you know where hell is.
Yeah. Yes, mine do too. And they point in two different directions, so you know the different parts of hell. They could actually point to two different zip codes because they're so floppy. Anyway, enjoying this stream. Thank you, Mari. And though I'm one of the females on here, it's a bit awkward but still hilarious. Rich, as always, you rock. As do Boogie and Camelot. Keep it up, guys. Thank you very much. And yes, well, I knew this stream was going to get insane because we're all fucking insane.
Oh yeah, we're all mental deficient motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yep.
I've been on the RMS Queen Mary in California, and that's the Titanic on steroids. I never heard of that before.
It's massive. It's like if there's like a really nice picture online of the Titanic like coming towards you and the Queen Mary behind it, and the Queen Mary is like 90 times bigger.
Oh yeah, there's like mega boats now that make the Titanic look tiny. That I do know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was real dumb my whole life and thought the Titanic was like the biggest forever, and they just never attempted anything bigger. And then I learned later that there's ships that are way bigger now.
Yeah, it's weird because the Titanic with the name and the legacy behind it, you think like that's the end all be all of boats, but that thing's like a fucking lifeboat now for these fucking boats that are out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just iron, and the fact that it was iron and like it was heavy and monstrous, and I still wish I could have been on it. Now I know I have a beard, which means I probably would have died because man's, but not. I don't know about y'all. I might have just jumped on a damn lifeboat at the last second.
Like the guy in the movie did.
Oh yeah, they were like,
he
oh,
literally stole a fucking child, and he's like, "I have a child." Like, wow.
I would have stole 2 childs. I'll give a damn. I'm the only one she has in the world. Both of them.
Oh shit.
You best damn believe I'm getting off that bitch.
I'm just so fat I could float. Fuck it. I was never gonna drown.
You would have froze. You would have.
Motherfucker, this is whale blubber. Okay?
It ain't
I was gonna go for a refreshing swim, Rich.
You saw what happened to Leonardo DiCaprio. He had icicles hanging off him by the time that shit was done.
That pussy bitch barely broke 200. Are you
Shit.
Dude.
No, dude. 6 people survived the hypothermia out of like 1,500. So I feel like having just a little bit more mass would make the hypothermia take longer. You probably would have lived, right?
I think so. I mean, I probably lost his fingers and toes and shit, but hey.
Oh, you don't need that shit for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Ian M. Porks, thank you very much. Let Carlos talk. Dude, I talk to this bird when I'm doing stream solo for the entire stream. I get stoned and I sit here and talk to a porcelain fucking bird and have arguments with it and kiss it. Yeah, I have issues. The shirtless stimuli is strong, of course, man. I mean, I'm like a Greek fucking Adonis, duh. I unfortunately saw a chainsaw beheading video from a cartel. I think I probably saw the same one. Fuck,
Yep.
I know what he's talking
I haven't
about.
seen that. That's new.
And I
Yep,
thought
no
that
thanks.
was the worst. The Chris Chan text alone made me gag. And dude, him talking about in gruesome detail, or her, I will always think of Chris Chan. It's not that I'm misgendering on purpose, but Chris Chan to me is always from 2010, where he's sitting there looking for a boyfriend for a girl.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
why
You
I
always-
misgender.
That's always what's in my head is just the original image of Chris Chan is always what I think of, is that one image of him in that red and blue striped shirt with the Sonichu thing, and like him looking back like all weird. That's all I ever think of, so I can only say that. I'm always like Chris Chan.
And I also unfortunately had the privilege of seeing him fucking a blow up doll.
What, dude? I gotta
Yeah.
watch
What?
this.
That
I not.
Yeah, that video. I don't know where I was. Maybe it was on Kiwi Farms or something, but it was being passed around, and yeah, he was power fucking a blow up doll, and I
I
unfortunately
got
saw it.
just enough lotion left.
Oh
And,
God, no!
I just need, dude, 7 seconds. I gotta check this out, man. I'm into that weird stuff.
I mean,
I saw the amazing atheist fuck himself with a banana.
Yes,
I've
me
seen
too.
that.
Yeah,
I've seen that
yeah.
one, dude.
Yes,
That was hot.
dude, I've seen that, and I saw the one. God, I've watched some fucked up shit on the internet where he was pouring hot wax on his We all say we have small penises. He doesn't have I don't know.
Dude.
He has a vagina with balls.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Like I'm just like, and he's sitting there like, dude, you have this extremely you make me look like I'm like Peter Northung. Like, why would you pour hot wax on that to destroy with the little tiny?
You know, the Amazing Atheist on his like fucking Patreon made a video like shitting all over me a few years back, and it was before it was trendy to shit all over me too. So it kind of hurt because I'm a fan. But I will say to this day, I'll 100% defend him. The way he handled that leak was so fucking brilliant, because he's like, yeah, I fuck myself with a banana. I pour hot coffee and wax on my dick. That's what I fucking do. It gets me off. Go fuck yourselves. And I was like, wow, I wish
Get
I
out in
was
front of
brave enough to do that.
Yeah, just get out in front of it, man.
Yeah.
Dude, no, some guy messaged me asking me for a like, he said he had pictures of me or something, like pictures of my penis, and he said if I didn't give him $10,000 he was gonna leak them, and I was like, dude, leak them. And I almost
I would have done that.
Yeah, I almost went to Twitter. I even had the picture pulled up and everything, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna post a picture of my penis right now on my main Twitter.
That would have been a bad idea.
I
You
almost
handled
did
it
it.
right though.
Yeah.
Almost did it. I was about to be like, you know what? Here's my penis, everybody. 10 grand. No one gets 10 grand. Here's my dick.
No, yeah, that would have been bad because that probably would have gotten you banned off of every single fucking platform. So it's good that you didn't do that. But if
Right.
he did, but if the asshole did put it out there, like, okay, that's my dick. Who cares? I have a small cock. There it is. I've never hit that. I had a small. That's for somehow you got a picture of my penis.
Yeah.
Congratulations. There
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
Is that Francis? Francis in the flesh. Yes, it is.
Well, let me fucking tell you something, okay? Don't fucking call me that no more, okay? It's Captain Daddy Fucks a Lot to you, you little bitch.
Let me ask you a question. Like,
Yeah.
welcome to being a normal fat guy size, Boogie.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's but it's weird. Like, that was kind of a tool for your channel, was your insane fatness.
Yep.
So,
And I think if I started now, if the character was new now, it would still work because of how fat I currently am. But because people saw me at a bigger size and I shrank,
yes,
it doesn't work anymore.
it's almost like this is what I was gonna like. And you have obviously the personality to do it, because what sold your channel before was how huge you were. Now you're an average fat guy. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So
Yep.
now you have to show them you, like, because they're like, okay, yeah, you're fat, but no one cares. I could go into Walmart and see 3,000 people.
Right, exactly. Yep.
So welcome to the world of normalcy of fatness.
Every once in a while, I'll see like a comment on TikTok, especially, and somebody like, "I miss old fat toothless Boogie,"
And I'd be like, well, man, here's the thing. You'd be missing me either way because I was literally fucking dying when I got that surgery.
I was about to say, I was going to say you probably would have been dead right now.
Right. Like either way, that guy fucking is dead. And like, but the good news is there's a version of me that's still around, and I get it. People don't like me near as much for various reasons, but at the same fucking time, the people who do love me still love me, and God bless you for it. And I'm so glad to still be here for you. And to be here for me, I like being here for me these days. That's the weirdest shit. Liking me and liking being live, I ain't used to it.
Yeah.
I've been there before. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna say I thought Francis was real for years.
Yeah, I love that.
Like until like I was like,
I love that.
Like until like 2018, and then I started getting really heavy into YouTube and started doing YouTube. I was like, oh damn, I thought this whole time that this guy was real pissed about a lot of stuff. Sometimes I'd see him talking. Sometimes I'd see him talking about the new the new that one game. He'd be talking about Borderlands, and I'm like, he sounds kind of like normal when he's talking about Borderlands, and then the next time he's like, ain't got his Mountain Dew and he's throwing shit, and I'm like, I'm so confused.
I saw your normal shit. I saw not your normal stuff, but I saw like the videos where you jumped in a pool and stuff. I'm like, I know because I knew Francis was a shtick, but I could get how because you played that up good, you know. But yeah, I saw your other videos first, so I knew that was a character.
Draw My Life was like the first
that clued you in.
That was the first one I remember seeing that was like the big one.
Brian Davis says something in chat, and I want to address this. It says, I like you, Boogie, but stop fence sitting on topics. In order to do that, I would have to either learn to give a shit about a lot of these topics or fucking lie to you. Because 98% of the shit, I don't give a fuck. So I can look at a situation and be like, hey, here's how people feel on this side, and here's how people feel on this side, and I'm fucking dead inside. Right, and I can tell you that.
I don't think you fence it as much anymore.
No, but I try to not talk about things I don't actually give a shit about. That's the big difference, right? But like I'm dead. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck,
dude. That's kind of where I am. Like, and I've been that way since 2000. I think 2012. I think like I just don't care enough about so many things that I can't have a really good opinion on it because I just don't really care.
But I still like to talk about shit. Like that's the thing. Like I want to be like with the Blizzard stuff, it's easy. Fuck them. With Christian stuff, it's easy. Fuck them. When it comes to a smaller topic, I like to look at both sides and then offer it to my audience and be like, hey, what do you fucking think? I don't really have an opinion because I don't really give a shit. And there was a bit of fence sitting when it came to like my politics because I didn't want to scare anybody off, and also I'm politically fucking stupid, so my opinion on politics is probably wrong. Why share it? But I tried to educate myself a little bit more and tried to tap into how I feel about shit. And like I'm a big fan of equal rights and human rights and basic human fucking decency and healthcare and fucking education and cool shit like that. Man. So I try to talk about it now. And I try not to go into too much detail because the more detail I give, the fucking stupider I'm going to sound because I'm stupid. Like somebody asked me the other day, how are you going to pay for all this healthcare? I don't fucking know. Do I look like an accountant? I don't fucking know. It's not my fucking job. I'll hire somebody who can figure it out. I just know that Americans can't keep paying millions of dollars for basic fucking rights. That's all I know.
And every other developed nation in the world has some form of Medicare for all, or at least a public option. Why the fuck can't we?
And like, well, Boogie, you just want your health care covered. Motherfucker, I pay $600 a month for health insurance right now, okay? I'm already fucking covered. It don't mean shit to me, okay? And I can afford it. If I get hit by a truck tomorrow, and my insurance didn't cover it for some reason, I can probably afford it. I don't want it for me, motherfuckers. I want it for you. I want that fucking $50,000 I paid in state tax in 2018 to go to somebody. I want the $150,000 in 2018 I paid in fucking income tax to the fucking country to go to you. That's what I want.
To be used to help people, not just finance.
Blow up brown people. Yeah, that's what it's really being used, is to blow up fucking brown people. That's what it's fucking being doing.
And to take their fucking oil, and then we could say we liberated them.
Yeah.
Well, I found a song with an interesting name that reminded me of Castlevania. Apparently, a song is called "Resurrection by Erection" by Powerwolf. Is that where they use like farts in a Castlevania song, or is that a different one? But
no idea.
I have no idea either. But I absolutely love Castlevania. Is this the new Lemon Party? Yeah, we're forming a new political party where everyone has to be shirtless, male, female. Everyone's just going to be shirtless. That's going to be my political party.
unironically agree with that.
Hell yeah. And pantsless.
Hell yeah.
So life is brutal and beautiful. I love you three because you've always been so genuine and real, and you're all appreciated. Boogie review, Cammy, keep it real.
Oh,
Boogie review, Cammy.
Cam, that's all three of us, right?
Yeah. Oh,
if we-
Boogie
if-
review.
if
Oh,
we were,
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
if we were
man,
one coagulated
you would
being.
you would think that I took the fucking edible THC spray when I was taking a piss. You'll probably read this in 20 minutes. Dude, I'm telling you, that's why I'm stopping for a month, because my brain is mush. But you guys are awesome. A bit strange and kind of naked, no shit, but awesome. Loud, nice rack, Boogie. Come on, man. I got the hairy titties though. See?
No, I got a little landing patch right here for you. But when you get the nipples, you're not going to get any hair in your mouth. It's a good deal.
I shaved my chest right before the stream because I was prepared.
I shaved my ass just before the stream because I was prepared.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm on my way. I'm actually in
need
an airplane right now.
I would need a weed whacker for my ass with the amount of hair that's
Dude,
on
I
it.
couldn't even imagine because hair, like, I don't know what it is about hair, but like it retains smell after years. You gotta shave it every once in a while, or else you'll get that gooch smell that's like diabolical.
Dude, I can't. I literally can't with the loose skin. Like I was with a
Dude.
girl not too long ago, and she was like, "You really need to shave down here." I'm like, "Bitch, I need you to do it because someone's going to need to flatten out this fucking skin. I can't even see down there. You want to get a razor near my fucking hair-sized dick? What are you talking
Dude,
about?"
smells like the inside
You'll
of
end
a
up
cock.
slicing off your dick with a big
Bro.
razor.
I have a better chance of hitting the dick than I do the hairs, or I guess maybe the other way. The point that I'm making is I have a small penis and it's going to stay hairy, and you're going to either like it or leave.
A hairy belly button. Guys, what do you think about Infinity Ward and Raven in connection with Activision lawsuit? Should Call of Duty still remain in partner with Activision? Doesn't Activision? I don't even know how the legality of that and business end of that works. Do they own Call of Duty? Like, yeah, I think that's their thing. Like, I don't think it could go anywhere. It's not like Destiny and Bungie. You know what I mean? They could have. That was their own thing. They could have left, but. Would it be interesting to see Tipster here? I wonder what. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I would have Tipster on. Yeah, especially with all the. Yeah, that would be interesting. Good call. Holy fuck. Chris Chan isn't trans. He admitted he is pretending to be to expand his dating. That's what I've heard.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
I've heard that too. I can't confirm it, so that's why I still refer to him by the pronouns, or her, I should say, by the pronouns. But I've heard that, like, that Chris Chan would pretended to be trans so he could hopefully get laid. ABDL and DL kinks, your all three thoughts. I've never heard of any of those kinks. Does any of you know what that is? ABDL?
Nope.
Yeah, sorry, man. We're not just trying to blow past you, but I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Ants.
Always blow donkey lips.
Yeah, dude. Ants, boobies,
Ants biting boobies.
ants biting dicks. Damn, hold on. I'm trying to think of the L. Ants
Lovingly,
biting-
lovingly.
Lovingly,
And
yes.
Maybe
yeah.
delicious lesbians? I don't know.
Delicious lesbian. Oh yeah, dude.
Would you review Wes Watson's fitness program? I've never heard of that before. Have any of you heard of that?
Nope.
And we'll make Skate Alex the last super chat here. Huge Rich fan here. Just want to say I hated Boogie and didn't know Camelot. Since this podcast, I found a new love for Boogie, and now I got a sub to Camelot.
Hell yeah, Gil.
Hell yeah.
Get on it.
Love you too. And Camelot's damn well worth watching. He's way better than Rich.
I agree with that shit.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree 110%. I'm a piece of shit. Please continue to have this Shirtless podcast with guests. I will, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's interesting how when you don't listen to the shit on the internet, when you see someone for who they really are, it's like, wow, they're actually pretty fucking cool. Which one of you is the smallest? Let's get into it. I will safely say that I probably have the smallest dick here, and I have not seen either of their penises. Driving back from Modest Mouse concert. Cool stream. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. This was fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Tig Old Man Biddies. I think I have the biggest tits here, actually. Regular chat, super chat, and thank you very much to Boogie and Camelot for coming out. Boogie298, Camelot331, sub to their goddamn channels.
Please God.
And hey, I can actually keep the stream public because it's on my secondary channel and won't kill my main channel anymore. So you could come check it out.
Hey, can I make a pitch for
Yes.
your audience real quick?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been uploading a lot of travel content, and I know that might not be your thing, but here's the reason I'm uploading travel content. When I got my gastric bypass surgery and at almost 500 pounds, 587 pounds at my biggest, they asked me, what's something you want to do that doesn't involve losing weight, like so a non-scale victory? And what the answer I had was, I want to do what my friend Jacob the Carpetbagger does, what my friend Adam the Woo does. I want to travel the world and share it with my YouTube audience. And, you know, I'm very grateful that 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people watch me tour a museum. I'm so grateful for it. If you are interested in watching me live my dream and see cool places with me, check them out. I love them. I still talk about other shit on my channel too, and I still do other shit on my channel, but that's what I want to do, and I love sharing it with you. So go check it out, and I would love it if you did. Thank you.
That's all that matters. If you love what you're doing, that's what. If you don't like what you're doing, and people can sense it, they can smell it from a mile away.
Yeah.
Do you want to
110%?
Do you want to shout out your stuff too,
Yes.
Camelot?
Yes, I will take Boogie's lead and say I also been trying to live my dream lately. I grew up a young redneck boy with my father in a trailer park. That is not a joke. We watched racing, Formula One, NASCAR. A lot of my content's been moving in a weird racing direction. I've been financing my dream and suffering. So if you guys want to check that out, I've been racing a lot lately in a big old fat NASCAR stock car. It's been a lot of fun. I'm really passionate about it. So make sure you go and sub to my goofy ass channel. That's pretty terrible, but I promise I'll make you
It's
laugh
not
at least
terrible.
at least once per video.
Once per video.
Sub and like that shit, please, for the love of all things that are holy, especially baby Jesus. I appreciate you. There you go.
And Boogie's real name? Oh, you could answer Steven, but
Yes.
it's
Stephen
Steven.
Williams. Believe it or not, Stephen Jason Williams. What a boring fucking name.
Damn, you were definitely a white dude born before the 2000s.
No shit.
Yeah,
What a
dude,
fucking
mine's Cody.
terrible, boring ass name.
And
I like Cody.
And
Dude, that's a 90s name though.
my name is Richard Anthony Masucci. You can't get any more Italian from like the Bronx and Westchester from that.
Richard
man, so.
Anthony Masucci. Let's get
Yeah,
some Parmesan.
Sounds like you gonna make me a meatball sub, then whack my ass right afterwards.
Oh well, maybe.
It looks like you sounds like you would be somebody who would be complaining about Mario co-opting your culture.
Dude, I get I say Mario. My family, I literally have relatives named Mario, and they were called Mario, not Mario. But because of Super Mario, like Nintendo Mario, it's Mario. I'm like, I get it, but everyone in my family says Mario, so that's how we say it. I can't unlearn that. So,
Thank you for playing my games, motherfucker. I come to your house, I shit.
Hey, Mario, I want to talk to you about the Princess Peach. She is fucking the dinosaur Bowser.
What? That's a shtick I used to do on my stream.
it's actually true. That's what's happening. He keeps on having
Oh,
chase-
straight up,
and he is simping hard.
He's friend
Bowser's
zoned as hell.
cucking the fuck out of that dude.
Friend zoned as hell.
All right,
Rest in
ladies
peace,
and
Mario.
gentlemen, have a great evening. And
Rich, thanks for having me. Cody, it was
Thank
fun
you.
hanging out
Thank
with
you guys for coming
Appreciate
on.
it.
That was a blast of a stream, and thank you guys. Have a good night.